them talk. Real things sturdy in the BS walks. Stand up guy won't see me fall. Stay in the cup, won't see me ball. Cause I'm low key, and they think they know me. Like a 30-30, try to dig in this OD. I just let them tight with they type, they don't own me. Everything is earned around here, you don't owe me. What they say, yeah. Hear it all when they talk about me. What they say, yeah. I don't care, nah, I'ma do me. What they say, yeah. Loud and clear, yeah. What they say, yeah. I don't care, nah, I'ma do me. What they say, yeah. Hear it all when they talk about me. What they say, yeah. I don't care, nah, I'ma do me. What they say, yeah. Loud and clear, yeah. What they say, yeah. I don't care, nah, I'ma do me. Hear 'em talk, let 'em talk. Real things sturdy in the BS walks. Stand up guy won't see me fall. Stay in the cup, won't see me ball. Cause I'm low key, and they think they know me. Like a 30-30, try to dig in this OD. I just let them tight with they type, they don't own me. Everything is earned around here, you don't owe me. What they say, yeah. Hear it all when they talk about me. What they say, yeah. I don't care, nah, I'ma do me. What they say, yeah. Loud and clear, yeah. What they say, yeah. I don't care, nah, I'ma do me. Bills in my blue jeans, in the pocket, like they Drew Brees. Talking who's who, they like who's me. Grass is green, it just depend on how the view scenes. I don't do teams, I review teams. I'm gonna do team, heard you play for two teams. We not the same, no, we in two leagues. Take one loss, start looking for new teams. Let me say this, can't make money if you never take risks. Gotta take L's if you wanna get wins. Simple talking 101, basic as it gets. Let me say this, can't make money if you never take risks. Gotta take L's if you wanna get wins. Simple as a 101, basic as it gets. What they say, yeah. Hear it all when they talk about me. What they say, yeah. I don't care, nah, I'ma do me. What they say, yeah. Loud and clear, yeah. What they say, yeah. I don't care, nah, I'ma do me. Hear you loud and clear cause you talk a lot. Doesn't bother me a bit, I just walk it out. Long as that big body test in the parking lot, I'ma skirt out the parking lot. What they say, yeah. Hear it all when they talk about me. What they say, yeah. I don't care, nah, I'ma do me. was praying that I fall off. Stood 10 toes, never fall young, finna ball off. And it's still west side Pasadena, never finna fall off. Stood 10 toes, never fall young, finna ball off. And it's still west side Pasadena.
Are you lift shit some fans, huh? Hey, really got a plan, huh? But coming to some paper, you won't even lift your man up. I'm coming off the dribble, it's simple, I make them stand up. Come from where they sagging, now luxury, hold my pants up. I'm nasty, Nick, you should ask me. Best about the city, ask my daughter why she dabbing. Got my name in their mouth while they songs in the drought. I know it's hard to get out, you should be closing your mouth. I told them only time would tell. They craving for attention, guess these didn't know me well. I say nada, I don't reply unless it's about $1. Oh well, okay, ha 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 ha. All this local, just some local. I'm doing shows overseas, they don't know you. Hey, check the wristwatch, that's a rollie. Really making mine off rap. I'm the only
that I fall off. Stood 10 toes, never fall young, finna ball off. And it's still west side Pasadena, never finna fall off. Stood 10 toes, never fall young, finna ball off. And it's still west side Pasadena.
I'm the one from the pink house on Los Robles. Wasn't shooting, man, we really got it off the shoulders. And that's for real. And ever since they took away money, been in my fields, I really started grinding and winning. Got me a deal, and now I'm paid up. The times that we was down, guess it been made up. Started doing numbers, now these little paid us. So what? Set the bar so high that they can't touch. Really think it's jealousy, they mad that they ain't us. Hey, but that shit, man, I'm Gina Race, we'll set a blaze. And I don't give a that you feel away. Word, how you feel the worst way to kill a day. Focus on my paper, got direct deposit on the way. But hey, y'all can have the best in the city. I'm the best out this motherfucker, say it with me. Hey, y'all can have the best in the city. I'm the best out this motherfucker, say it with me.
Fall off. Stood 10 toes, never fall young, finna ball off. And it's still west side Pasadena, never finna fall off. Stood 10 toes, never fall young, finna ball off. And it's still west side Pasadena.
Finally get paid for the get down. You can't tell me now about time. Do you know how many lines I done put down? Vibes I done sent out. But we ain't here to dig. I'll up the market till they come red carpet the kids. Success still the target. Soon I'll be crossing that bridge. But can't bring everybody with me, family only. I got some people think I owe a favor, barely know me. That's why my focus on the road, it's all I know. I see them sticking close to play the wall and watch my growth. Cause I got something they never had. So get on the beat and I need a helipad. I float on fly, you know where I'm from, so it comes as no surprise. I just out with a mean vernacular, dream spectacular. I keep a queen and passenger, FL capital Y. Anywhere I am, jam, that's for sure. Turn me on, better set the mood from the door. That's just how it goes.
Glad I've been keeping it playing so long. Out here in this world, I feel it ain't a place that I could roam. But ain't nothing like you when I'm at home. It ain't nothing like you when I'm at home.
That's why I came out stepping. I can't be doing things regular for you. I want the bands at the last. I know how time try and ruin things. It get repetitive, got you tempted to doing things. I can't get reckless without you, wouldn't be no music thing. Plus, remember, we made promises way back then. And I still owe that 5-bed house with 2-3 kids. We got a fairy tale plan that's gonna change up the order they sort the mail in. Plus, I know loyalty not as valued as what it was. We not influenced by what they do, cause it's only us. I still hear poetry when I'm looking into them eyes. I still get lost in the thought of you with so much to find. And yeah, you know you fine, but still I must remind that we can live this forever and feel this forever and never and never. And still that wouldn't leave me enough for time to tell you all the ways I feel. Why would I throw that?
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is your boy Marlon. We are back at it again with another edition of the show. So if this is your first time watching, don't hesitate to hit that subscribe button. Turn on that post notification bell so you never miss out on the daily updates that we have in the land of PlayStation and Xbox as well as PC. If that is something that intrigues you, then this is the place for you. Welcome back to the channel, guys. All right, so hope all is well with everybody today. It's great to be back in the chair once again doing this blessing for y'all. And yeah, we do have some topics to go over and discuss. I do have a lot to say today, so make sure you buckle up because it's going down. Appreciate you guys, man. So check this out. I wanted to highlight a couple of things here. One, Matt Booty had a lengthy interview on Windows Central, pretty much going over how well PlayStation games are doing on Xbox, and also the notion of how they're handling, Xbox exclusives and stuff like that, which a lot of people have been concerned about. And basically the phenomenal feedback that they've been getting based off of the Xbox showcase, which I think was definitely all around phenomenal and great. And it's kind of really good to see Microsoft is taking that feedback, and let's hope that they can continue to really shell out some more amazing Xbox showcases like that moving forward. If that's one thing I can say about Microsoft, it seems as though that they have finally gotten the tone of what gamers really expect from them in terms of a proper showcase. On top of that, we're going to be talking about Sony and their PS event, on what we can look forward to potentially here, because we touched upon yesterday the report that we were hearing about them skipping Gamescom. That is nothing new. They've been skipping Gamescom for more than a few years now. And so nothing new there. And I think a lot of people are concerned at this point. I see a lot of mixed reactions online to this, and we're going to be going over and discussing that as well on today's show. Also, we have PlayStation ex-boss Sean Layden pretty much, talking about game development, and he had a lengthy interview with GameIndustry.biz, kind of going over, these games are ridiculous, costing a lot of ridiculous amount of money to make, and calling out gamers at the same time for two specific reasons that we're going to be going over and discussing as well. And I also wanted to touch up on the quality of Xbox games, because I feel like now that we have seen the Xbox showcase, well, Digital Founder kind of highlighted a couple things, which I've already seen these things pertaining to what I've saw during the Xbox showcase, and just how Microsoft is actually treating their games now moving forward, which I think it's very, very important to kind of highlight those key sets, or those set pieces, if you may. And we're going to go over that and discuss that as well for you guys. So definitely do appreciate you guys for being here, man. Make sure you guys hit that like button for me, guys. And let's go ahead and let's talk about a few pieces of things before we get off into the main show. Make sure you guys hit the like button for me. Make sure you guys also subscribe to the channel if you're brand new. Definitely do appreciate you guys for being here today. Hope everybody is doing wonderful. Hope you're doing great and everything. Okay, so I've been saying this for a very long time now when it comes to Microsoft, right? With how they treat their games, and how much they listen to us. Like they're always on social media, paying attention to what's going on, paying attention to feedback and things of that nature, which I think is very extraordinary when a corporation, when a company, when a developer, whoever it is that is creating content or creating any form of media, digital media for, gamers or the likes, enthusiasts to consume. And so it's awesome to really kind of see Microsoft, have a whole different identity now. I know it was like a little bit confusing at first, but at the same time, I kind of understand the reason why. And on top of that too, I also want to talk about Sony changing, because recently Colin Moriarty was doing a podcast, I think their Sacred Symbol podcast. He had David Jaffe on there as a guest, and they were even talking about Sony and how Sony is like changing right in front of our eyes. Like, this is one of the greatest times to be alive, because now we're starting to see Sony do things that they have never done before right in front of our eyes. And we're also seeing Microsoft as well, like doing a little bit more of what they were doing during the Xbox generation, but also using their rival platform to be able to, I would definitely say, maximize their earnings and profits to be able to grow their business even further and also their ecosystem. So that's very, very important to highlight for you guys as well, so you guys can understand exactly. Some of you guys don't agree with the business model that Sony is going with, putting their games on PC. And now, we see them like testing the waters a little bit with the Switch, which is very important to highlight there, and expect more of that moving forward. I know some of you dudes don't want to hear that, but that's the reality at the end of the day. And Microsoft continuing to put more games on PlayStation. So again, just those two different strategies and different business moves have caused a major uproar, and it allows, the whole gaming landscape to really change, and in terms of exclusivity and all that jazz. And so with that being said, it definitely kind of piss a lot of people off and make a lot of people say, there's no point in wasting $500 when I can just play, I can play on PC. If I can build a PC powerful enough to play these games, I'm just going to play on PC. So here is my thing, especially with PlayStation right now, is that, and I've been saying this for the longest time, even with Sony, is that they're changing, and they're slowly changing. I wouldn't say rapidly, but they're slowly changing into something that we have never seen before, right? And, Sony, their main focus is to make the games that they want to create and make the games that they think and know that gamers will want. The games that they stay tried and true to, The Last of Us, the Uncharted's, and all of those type of games, the God of Wars, the Spider-Mans, those type of games are always going to be the core part of PlayStation, and it will never go away. But on the flip side, we see Sony trying to tap into a whole different market, right? They're trying to tap into more of a everybody type of platform type thing. Like they're trying to slowly tip their feet in the water to kind of see, if we put our games on Nintendo, on the Switch, I want to see how much we can sell. You know what I mean? Or I want to see the fullest potential of us doing this, because if Sony could help it, man, they will keep everything on PlayStation. But they've realized that's an old business model that needs to change. And in order for them to grow, in order for them to make more money and to get more people into their ecosystem, they have to adapt. Microsoft has already been doing that since the Xbox One generation. Now Sony is following suit. So we are already seeing Sony, dipping into that same program as well. And like, yeah, you know what? We're not going to put our games on Xbox, but we're gonna see about the Switch, especially the Switch having a huge install base like it does right now, and it's not that far away from passing up PS2. So it's like, yeah, why not tap into Nintendo and see what we can get away with now? Obviously, the hardcore of hardcores, like the generally speaking hardcore PlayStation fans, they're not happy about that. I mean, even when Sony made the announcement of, we're going to be putting our games on PC, when Jim Ryan made that statement, like, people weren't happy with that. Like, people was upset. I'm done with PlayStation. I'm going to throw my PS4 out the window. I'm done with PS5, blah, blah, blah. And those people are still on the ecosystem, right? They still own a PlayStation 5. Yes, it's upsetting because people are expecting these companies to stay the same in terms of exclusivity. Because let's be honest, exclusivity drives someone to buy said hardware or to get into said ecosystem. And so I do understand where a lot of people are getting upset and feel like, hey man, you know what? This is just getting out of hand right now. What is the actual point? Now, hear me when I say this, okay? I think that Sony is going to continue to make moves that is going to surprise certain people, right? I know for me, per se, nothing is surprising, because right now we see how the economy is, we see how inflation is, we see everything globally, the global economics and everything. We see what's going on right now. So these companies are going to do whatever it takes to make sure that they get that green, right? To make sure that they get that bag. And if it means breaking up tradition some type of way, then that's exactly what they're going to do. They're going to break that tradition. And I think that's the problem, is that now we're approaching PlayStation 5 Pro and we still don't know a darn thing about it, right? Sony has yet to come out and say, hey, we're working on a PlayStation 5 Pro. Yay, we need everybody to get excited, right? Sony is remaining quiet, and they're remaining quiet for a reason. Maybe because they think that, hey, we don't have any competition or anything like that. But Sony is going to do what Sony wants to do, just like Nintendo is going to do what they want to do. Like Nintendo is taking their sweet time with the Switch 2. But when the Switch 2 hits, oh my God, everybody is going to go crazy. It's going to send a literal fire spread across the entire industry, like wildfire, I should want to say, because everybody is going to adapt to the next thing and everybody's going to be excited about new hardware. Same thing with Sony. Once Sony comes out and start talking about PS5 Pro, showing off games that are running on Pro and everything, everybody gets excited, right? But the fact still remains, what is next? What is going to happen to these exclusive games? Where are they going to go? And how long are they going to be staying on the platform before they go to other platforms? That is the biggest struggle right now in the gaming community. Marlon, where are the games? Right? That's the first thing. Where are the games? What's going on? And before I even get into what I'm seeing people are saying right now about Sony and the games and stuff, it's crazy because we know Sony have games in development. We know the games are coming, but people want to see the games. And that's one of the main reasons why a lot of people are respecting Microsoft in this particular vein right now, because Microsoft is at least showing you the games. Yeah, some of the games we might not have release dates or release window on, but at least they're showing you the games. Some of the games we might not get gameplay on, but at least they're showing you the games. So you have a clear roadmap or a clear understanding of what exactly you need to expect. And I think that those are some of the things that you need to highlight as well. Seeing is believing for a lot of people. People are tired of the rumors, tired of speculations, tired of the propaganda, all this and that, all this, that, and the third. People generally want answers. And I think on the Sony side, it's very much so lacking. On the Xbox side of things, Microsoft has found a way to turn things around. And at the same time, they are focusing on what they think and what they know gamers or their consumer base want right now. Everybody wants to make sure that games are still coming day and date to Game Pass and will remain exclusive for God knows ever how long, because remember what Phil Spencer said, case by case basis when it comes to these games going to other platforms. For some people, that's okay. For others, not so much, right? And you don't have to get political with it or anything, throwing in the woke agenda and the sweet baby ink agenda and stuff like that. That's just ruining the games for a lot of people right now. So let's not get into that notion of things. But at the same time, we still have to look at the surface and see exactly what is actually happening to our games. Not just performance, not just graphics, but also, well, what's happening to the quality of the games? What hidden agenda is in these games? Like, what are these games trying to tell us? Because obviously the way how society is right now and how crazy things are. And I think a lot of people are just hitting out on a lot of these developers and a lot of these companies for cramming these woke agendas or whatever people want to say right now. Sometimes I think people take those terms very, very extreme. But at the same time, we have to look at, okay, what are we playing here? Like what is the whole goal here of these games, right? Obviously, besides the obvious playing them, like what is the main goal? Like what are they trying to do? Like what agenda are they trying to push? And so Sony, on the other hand, obviously they've been struggling as of late with a lot of leaks. And let me tell you this right now, Wolverine ain't looking too good. I have a strong feeling that Wolverine might even get canceled, right? Because of all the stuff that people are seeing with the leaks right now is turning people off, right? And this is why I've been saying all this time, over and over again, that leaks, when it comes to games, when it comes to gameplay, ruins the hype, ruins the hype, tarnishes the hype for unreleased games, because you're not supposed to see the game like that. You're not even supposed to see the game, period. And people are seeing the game and it's just turning them off. Like, oh, don't even want to play this now because I have a general understanding of what it looks like and what it's going to play like. So let me say this before we get into the Matt Booty interview and before we get into Sean Layton. Let me say this. I am excited as an Xbox fan because finally for years, and I mean for so long, I've been wanting Microsoft to get the picture and to turn things around. You have done it before, you can do it again. One of the biggest criticisms that I've always called out Microsoft for is the quality of their games. The quality of their games. What do I always talk about on this channel? Quality, right? You need to step it up. People are paying more money for these games. These games are not cheap. These games are $70. I mean, we've seen Ubisoft charging $120. I mean, these games are getting higher and higher and higher in value, right? And at the same time, when you do look at what you're getting as a gamer, it's like, okay, well, this is not enough. Like, what the heck is actually going on? Even if it's in Game Pass, people are still criticizing these games. And so with that being said, the true testimony for me with Microsoft now, after judging and reviewing and looking at the Xbox showcase for myself, I am literally blown away. I'm literally blown away by what I saw at the Xbox showcase. There are a lot of games that really stood out to me the most, and I can name them off right now. Doom, which obviously Matt Booty did talk about, that's, going multi-plat like it should. I mean, it's a Bethesda game. Bethesda was originally a multi-platform publisher. So yes, I mean, generally, naturally speaking, I do expect, that to be the case in the first place. Thank you so much for the $1 donation. I appreciate it. I'll get to that in just a second. Thank you so much. So I do expect that to be the case, but Doom looked fantastic to me. Stalker 2, that's another game. Wow. Looks literally amazing. All right, we know that's time exclusive. Eventually, it will be coming to PlayStation, and whatever the case may be. Also, let's top it off here. Perfect Dark. Wow. Unreal Engine 5, using all the techniques of Unreal Engine 5. I'm crediting, full credit goes to Digital Foundry on what I'm saying. It looks amazing. When I saw Perfect Dark, I'm like, man. And also full credit goes to Jeff Grubb as well. He did say that he heard some things about how the development for that game is going. We haven't gotten no release date, no release window. The game is still in development, but it looks very promising. It looks amazing with a lot of Mirror's Edge, baked into the actual game. And I was like, wow, Microsoft, you're finally getting the quality down. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Jesus. They're finally getting that. That game looks amazing. Stalker 2, all that stuff. The next game besides Doom and Stalker 2 and Perfect Dark is, wait for it, Gears of War. Gears of War E-Day. Wow. Even though I'm not a big fan of 4 and 5 in terms of the story, because let's be honest here, Gears 1 and Gears 2 and Gears 3 is literally the best in the entire series. But my God, the fact that Microsoft understands what gamers want. Same thing I've been saying about on the Sony side. If Sony would listen to us, which, I mean, Herman Hulse has just been sitting in the high chair for what, 20 days now, or 25 days or something like that. I mean, let's give him some time to cook. But one of the key things that Herman Hulse said is like, yeah, we're going to communicate more, with the actual gamer and things of that nature. So we're going to hold you to that, Herman. But hear me and hear me very loudly when I tell you, a lot of grown men was crying. A lot of grown mans were crying, bro. They were crying. Because when they saw Gears of War E-Day, it's just like goosebumps. Like nostalgia right there and then. And the coalition is behind it. So you already know it's going to be good. And apparently it's a different team than the team that was working on 4 and 5, apparently. So this is just like exciting for me. And they really want to go back to the roots of what makes Gears of War in the first place. And that gets me really excited. And that's what I want to see from Sony. I want to see Sony go back to their traditional roots, because there's a lot of games, right, that Sony is known for that we're not getting. And I feel like Sony is glazing over those games, and they're not really digging and going back into their roots. This is the time to do it. This is the time to go back to your roots and show us what you're capable of, because people love nostalgia. People want to relive certain things, right? Relive certain memories when they were playing said games 15, 20 years ago, 10 years ago, whatever the case may be. I know I do. You know, when I saw that Gears of War trailer, all I could think about was 2006. You know what I'm saying? That's all I could think about was 2006. That's all I could think about was the original Gears of War. All I can think about was me and my brother getting all excited and jumping up and down and screaming when we saw Gears of War. And I was like, oh my God, I can't wait to play this on 360. Can't wait to buy an Xbox 360 to play this game. I mean, literally, I remembered to this day. And that's what I am talking about. And Microsoft has done that for me once again. I felt like a kid all over again. I felt like I was 18 years old all over again. And I was like, wow, this is so amazing right now. You know, and that's what I want from Sony. I want Sony not only to continue to give us the other games that we come to know and love, all the sequels, Spider-Man, even though some people are saying that Spider-Man is dead now, they're tired of Spider-Man, but they're going to keep on doing Spider-Mans and God of Wars and, you know, Horizons and Uncharted's and all those franchises we can continue to get. But at the same time, what about the titles that were before those games, right? What about SOCOM? What about Resistance? You know, what about Infamous? Like, what about those Jack and Daxter? What about those games that people come to know and love? PlayStation All-Stars and all those type of games. Like, go back to your roots. That what made you Sony in the first place. I don't care about if you feel like you don't have any competition. Listen to me, that's an excuse that people use all the time to say, oh yeah, Sony don't really have any competition. Sometimes I'll be saying it, right? But really and truly, when you really look at on the surface, it's a bunch of bull crap, because it's like, bro, competition or not, you see what I'm saying? So let me say this right quick. So you're playing a game of basketball, right? And you're supposed to be the star player. You're supposed to be the Jordan of the team. People know that you're the Jordan of the team. People know that you put up 30 points, 40 points, 50 points a game. And then you're facing a team that used to go hard, right? Used to give y'all some competition. But now all of a sudden, right, you think, oh, we beat them so many times before. So you know what? I'm not even going to put up 50 points today. I'm not even going to try. I'm just going to dish the ball to somebody else. Or maybe, you know what? I'm going to be a team player today. I'm not even going to produce. And even when you see your team losing, right? Like, you know, your team is just not doing so well, and you're just sitting there like, just shooting bricks, just jump shot brick. You know, it's okay. Ain't got to go hard. And every once in a while, you do a couple little flashy layups and 360 dunks and all this and that and show off, you know, here and there. And you're just full of yourself, you know what I mean? Because, you know, hey, I'm Jordan, you know what I mean? Like, I ain't got to shoot. I ain't got to do much. My name speaks for that. That's Sony. That's Sony. You know, like they come out and they give you a couple nuggets here and there, year on, year out. And it's just like, we don't care, man. You know, we can go hard, but nah, we good, bro. We good. We don't have to. Well, for what for? What's the reason for us to go hard? You know what I'm saying? That's how the energy that I'm getting from Sony right now is like, we don't care, bro. We don't care. You know what I mean? If you look at Microsoft, man, look at the excitement. Look at the excitement that Microsoft is giving us again as gamers. It's already bad enough. A lot of people are upset with the way how these games are performing on these next generation consoles and how lazy these developers are and just how much of a joke some people are saying that this generation is, and the fact that people can just turn things around in their mindsets and be like, wait a minute, hold up now, this is nostalgia. Wait a minute, Microsoft, at least one company is like, you know what? Let's turn things around. Let's keep fighting here. You see what I'm saying? Like, let's show them what we really can do. You know what I mean? Let's really show them what we got. Let's dip deep in the bag and come up with something. And that's exactly what Microsoft has done. It's like they dig deep and they're like, you know what? Let's show some of our hand, not our entire hand, but this is what we have and this is what you guys can expect. And I am so excited because Gears of War E-Day can stand on its own 2 feet as a game and thrive and grow and capture the nostalgia and capture the retro gamers like myself, the older heads. This is what I want Sony to do. I want Sony to capture all of us, not just me as an older head, but everybody who is either brand new or who has maybe played one game out of the series before and just really want more. That's what I want them to do. You see what I'm saying? That's all I want them to do. And it just seemed like they just don't care. You know, and we're gonna, for those of you who are getting pissed at the movie adaptations. Oh, I'm tired of the movie adaptations. Oh, get ready, baby. Because here's the thing. Here's the 411. It's still going to happen. But as long as the quality of the games are still there and people are getting hype and people are getting excited for it, that's all that matters, right? Make your coin, but at the same time, stay true to who you are. Don't lose yourself. And it seems like that's what's happening right now with Sony. And that's why a lot of people are so upset right now because I see a lot of people saying it don't feel like 30 years of PlayStation. I've been saying that, baby. I've been saying that on this channel day in, day out. I've been saying it don't feel like 30 years. I don't need everybody else to be saying that, echoing what I've been saying, right? Because it's the truth. And it's like, you know what they can do. You're sitting on your bag. You're sitting on your prized possessions. And if Microsoft can come out here, man, and say, hey, you know what? Look at a game like South of Midnight. Wow, man. Wow. Bro, I was watching the Xbox showcase and I was like, wow. Like, I was just like, oh my God, South of Midnight. That's what I'm talking about. Something brand new, something fresh. You see what I'm saying? It's a double-edged sword. When you introduce something brand new, it can either flop or it can work. You see what I'm saying? Because different strokes for different folks. Some people like it and some people might not like it. But that's just the way it is. You have to try. You see what I'm saying? And you don't have to spend a gazillion amount of dollars to try. You see what I'm saying? You can spend a little bit and still try. And it might be a success. Or you can spend a whole lot of money and it might not work. But regardless of the fact, when you keep your ears glued to the community and you understand exactly the reception or the feedback that you're getting from people, then you can say, let's use that to our advantage. And that's how you become ruthless. That's how you become stronger. And Microsoft has found a way to sit there and be like, look, when I look at the games that Microsoft showed off at their Xbox showcase, the first part, I look at Fable. Yes, it's a whole different protagonist. Seem like a whole different story, whole different vision. And Playground Games is working on it. It ain't Lionhead Studios. It's Playground Games. And I was like, wow, this... You know, besides all the, oh, Lord, let's not get into the drama. Let's not spill no tea because people love tea. People love drama and gossiping and soap opera, Bold and the Beautiful, Days of Our Lives, Grey's Anatomy nonsense. We ain't got time for all that. We just here to game. We here to get excited, okay? When I saw Fable originally last year, I was like, looks a little bit rough. I need to see more. And then obviously we didn't get full-blown gameplay, but we got sprinkles of gameplay into the game. Apparently that was in-engine. Oh my God. Wow. That's what I'm talking about when I say the quality has improved. And that's what I want to see moving forward, because Forza Horizon 6, check mark on that one. The quality for that one is going to be fantastic, right? The quality for that is going to be fantastic. Gears of War E-Day, that's going to be a fantastic prize. Right? You can look at the games. Perfect Dark. Perfect Dark looks amazing. The gameplay looks amazing. It ain't about graphics. It's about the gameplay. Because you can have a game that looks amazing and then the gameplay is trash. And we have seen that happen since the beginning of time with games. But man, Microsoft has finally figured it out and has gotten the quality department. Shouts to Matt Booty. Shouts to Phil Spencer. Shouts to everybody. Sarah Bond, the whole, Aaron Greenberg, everybody over there at Xbox. They finally figured it out. Stick to that formula. Matt Booty has talked about it before, saying that's one thing that he can applaud PlayStation for is the quality of their games. That's one thing he can say about PlayStation. And he said they sit back and they study that stuff. I'm happy you studying, because that's how you get better. When a company is greater than you, or someone is better than you or greater than you, you got to pay attention. Like, how is this person so great? You see what I'm saying? You gotta look at your surroundings, the friends that you keep. You see what I'm saying? Because the friends that you keep and the people that you have in your surroundings determines who you are. You see what I'm saying? It signifies and it equals who you are as a person. Same thing with a company, right? If you surround yourself with like-minded people, if you surround yourself with great developers, great studios, great bosses, whatever the case may be, things will function right? Because the head has to be right, and then the body will do the rest. You see what I'm saying? So it's just amazing to see Microsoft come out here and really putting out some solid body of work. And regardless of what they're going to do with their games, I don't care, because at the end of the day, I'm a gamer. I'm here to play games, whether it's on PlayStation, whether it's on Xbox, whether it's on PC, whether it's on Nintendo Switch 2, or whatever platform it's on. I'm here to game. You see what I'm saying? If it's an Xbox game that I didn't get to play on Xbox and it's on Switch 2, or it's on Switch, or it's on PlayStation, or wherever the case may be, let's go grab that. Let's go enjoy that. You know what I mean? And leave all the nonsense to the fanboys, because at the end of the day, bro, they're the ones that's missing out. You know what I mean? The arguing and the fighting and fussing. No, let's game. How and then one of the biggest areas which I've said that Microsoft needs to improve on, now that they're finally getting the quality department down, is the performance. Because all this stuff looks phenomenal at the showcase, but what about performance? I'll tell you, right? That is an area where I feel like they need to improve in. Not just giving us a 60 FPS patch months down the line. You know what I mean? 6, 7, 8 months down the line. I mean, look at this. Even with Redfall, the situation with Redfall. Oh, by the way, Microsoft has announced that they're refunding people their money back for the DLC. Bravo, Microsoft. Bravo. Out of all three companies, that's another bravo for Microsoft. The fact that Microsoft can sit there and have the best refund policy out of the three. And oh, by the way, Sony's rewards program is going away. I'm like, wait, what? They just started that rewards program. Now it's going away. I'm just trying to throw in news that I saw earlier today. Their rewards program is going away. And a lot of people are upset about that. But yeah, that's for another day and a time. Like, whoa, wait, what? Rewards program going away? Yeah, I know. Either way, let's move along. So, like I've said, man, that's an area where I feel like they need to work on is the performance, because people have it to say, well, Marlon, I'm tired of 30 FPS games. I hear you. I literally hear you, bro. Like, I'm right there with you, bro. I'm right there with you. Like, I am tired of the 30 FPS games. Like, I feel like they can do better than 30. Bro, if that was the case, if 30 FPS was all they were able to do, we wouldn't get a patch for Starfield. We would not get a patch for Starfield for 60 FPS. We would not get a patch for Redfall for 60 FPS if that's all they can do. You see what I'm saying? So that's the area where I feel like they need to launch more games at 60 FPS because they know, don't believe that they're stupid. They know that that's the standard and that's what people are expecting from them, at least this entire generation. So with that being said, let's go ahead and let's dig into the show, man. We got a lot to discuss. Ooh-wee, boy. Sean Layton is coming out and he is swinging on this one. So some of you guys are probably going to get a little upset on this one. But hey, man, you know, everybody has an opinion about how they see things and how they look at things and how they view games and how they play games and things of that nature. Make sure you guys hit the like button for me, guys. Hit the share button, subscribe. And before we do that, I want to make sure I address Typo Stalker. Thank you. And then Stalker 2 is not time exclusive, bro. Okay, whatever. Wolverine should be canceled. Wolverine will be canceled. It teach children, people, to appreciate game development. We'll see, man. We'll see what happens. Anyways, enough with all of that. Let's talk about Sean Layton right now, because yeah, man. Yeah. This is probably going to rub some of y'all the wrong way. And this is something that I've been talking about on this channel, right? And this is crazy because the salt is definitely real. You know what I mean? And Sean Layton is one of those type of guys that I wish was still at PlayStation right now, because he has a clear understanding of how the industry works and how it should operate and what gamers really truly want. I'll never forget, I think it's E3, was it E3 2016 or 15? I don't remember, when he went up on stage and revealed and I think he had Crash Bandicoot shirt on or something. I forgot. I don't remember. I used to miss those, Jack Tretton days and Sean Layton days where they get up and having a game character shirt on, or have it cover up and then reveal it later on. Oh, we got a surprise. And I miss that, man. I miss that. It's like every single June comes around, I'm thinking E3. I'm sorry, I can't help it. Like, I grew up with E3, grew up going to E3, and now it's gone, and it's the spirit of E3 is still relevant to this day. So with that being said, diving into our first story here. Oh my God. So Sean Layton, basically ex-PlayStation boss, this has come from PlayStationLifestyle.net, says obsession with lengthy games and photorealism has to go. So lengthy games and photorealism has to go. So there's an obsession right now that people has been having this entire generation with photorealism. Means graphics, right? The graphics has to be this way. And if it ain't this way, I ain't buying it. The graphics looks doo-doo, I ain't buying it. I'm just being real. That's what you see in today's society, is that if the graphics ain't on 10, they ain't buying it. And also the game length. If the game length is too short, I'm not spending $70 on it. Okay, prime example of why I agree with Sean Layton. Look at Hellblade 2. Look at how much people sit there and not play Hellblade 2 because of the length of the game. Some people didn't play it because it's just not their cup of tea, and that's 100% understandable, right? It's not your cup of tea. I understand that. But the rest of the crowd is, the game is too short. The graphics, the graphics ain't really all that great. And, oh, it's a walking simulator. Oh, it's this. Oh, it's that, right? And we've seen it with other games that come out, like, and they are charging full prices for these games, and the games are shorter, right, than what people are expecting. And it's for a reason. Developers are realizing that a lot of people are not finishing their games. They were basing a lot of this stuff off of just like data, that they have seen. A lot of people are not finishing their games. So you're sitting here talking about the game needs to be this long and blah, blah, blah. And it's a bunch of hypocrites because they sit there and say, oh, the game needs to be 20 hours and 30 hours long, but you're not playing the games. You're not finishing your games. You see what I'm saying? It's a joke. It's literally a joke. And some of these dudes and girls, they just sitting there following the freaking crowd. You know what I mean? Oh, it's the trend right now. Oh, let's bash this game and let's bash it. But I was one of the ones that was standing tall on Hellblade 2. And I'm like, bro, this is a phenomenal game. I was playing the game. I played the game from start to finish, from start to finish. I rolled the credits and I was so satisfied. I was like, wow, Hellblade 2 really got me to be a big fan of Hellblade over the original. That's just my opinion. And a lot of people missed out on that game because they want to follow the crowd, or it's just not their cup of tea, which is understandable. But, oh, it's too short. Who cares if it's too short? I'd rather a game that is short and sweet and I'm craving for more, or being long and freaking boring and I'm starting to lose interest and I'm just like, my case in point. Case in point with Sean Layton on what he's saying right now. It's like a lot of people are just fixated with the wrong things. You turn down a good game because it's too short, or the graphics is just not great. Look at Rise of the Ronin. Another prime example. Rise of the Ronin looks amazing in terms of the gameplay, right? It looks amazing in terms of the gameplay, but the graphics is something to desire. But I didn't let that stop me from finishing Rise of the Ronin. I didn't let that stop me. You know what I mean? I still play the game from start to freaking finish because the gameplay looks so good to me, right? And I'm used to it because of Neo and Sekiro and other, Souls type games, you know what I mean? And the combat was so good. It looked good to me, right? So I finished Rise of the Ronin because I'm like, man, you know what? The graphics is not that great, but you know what? It's still a phenomenal game. It's still a great game. See what I'm saying? But a lot of people did not buy Rise of the Ronin because Rise of the Ronin, did not meet their criteria. Graphics is just not that great. And look at another prime example. I'm cooking today. Another prime example that people bash even to this day and talk down on that game, Ghost of Tsushima. Ghost of Tsushima is one of the greatest game ever made. I don't care what nobody say. That's my opinion. You don't have to agree with me. That should be in everybody's top 5 or top 10 greatest game of all time. Why am I saying that? Because of the gameplay, because of the character, because of the story, because of the overall production. That game was getting bashed for, look at their faces. Their faces look like PS2. I'm telling you, Marlon, it looks like PS2. It looks like PS2. It looks like PS4. It's supposed to look like it's a PS4 game. The graphics are so outdated. You think I let that stop me? You think that I let that stop me from playing Ghost of Tsushima from start to finish multiple times at this point now? 3 times. 3 times. I've finished it on PS4 before PS5 came out. Right? No, take that back. The game came out in 2020. So no, play it on PS4. Then when they updated it for PS5, finish it right there. And then it came out on PC. I finished it again. A phenomenal game. Is the graphics cutting edge, best ever graphics? You know what I'm saying? Nope, it's not. But it looks beautiful. It's a fantastic looking game, but it's not no Hellblade 2. It's not no GTA 6 or anything like that. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's not the best graphics that you have ever seen. It's not no Horizon Forbidden West or Horizon Forbidden West Burning Shores. It's not. But who cares? The color palettes, I mean, the game is beautiful. It is gorgeous. The gameplay, the characters, the sound design. Man, I love that game, bro. I don't care what nobody is saying. You see what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, bro, the gameplay is king. At the end of the day, doesn't matter how long the game is, doesn't matter how short the game is, short and sweet, long, good, whatever, it doesn't matter. Something for everybody. Get in where you can fit in at, or else you're gonna miss out on a good game. Because all people do nowadays is follow the crowd and complain, 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 and miss out on a great game. And then sit there and say, oh, well, oh man, Sony need to hurry up. And man, look at the games that Sony has put out so far. Did you play any of those games? Oh man, no, man, I don't care about all those games, man. Them games are trash. Trash, but you haven't played them? And you check their gamer tag, you check their trophy tracker. Oh man, they haven't touched a darn game in forever. All they're doing is on Twitter talking, yapping away. You know what I mean? Whatever. Lord, don't get me started. Thank you so much, that hip. Thank you so much for even throwing the 2 cents on that. The next game that got crucified. Thank you. The Order 1886. I know to some of you dudes, I'm talking French right now. I'm talking a different language right now that you don't even understand. The Order 18, who? Man, get that movie garbage out of here. You missed out on a great game because you want to bash the game for being a certain way, for being too cinematic or whatever the case may be. Every game can be the same. Same thing with Hellblade. Oh, look at Senua. She just walking everywhere. It's a walking simulator. Like that, the game was designed that way for a reason. And you're sitting here bashing the game instead of you sit there and, you know what, let me just give the game a try. You know, let's go ahead and let's play this game and let's see what's up. You see what I'm saying? Because of me, I played the Order 1886 when it first came out. Literally. Enjoyed the game. The game is, man, that game is one of the best games. Easily in one of my top 10 best games of all time. Right? And when people saw me playing that game, oh, Marlon, you playing that trash? You streaming this garbage? You know what? Turn this garbage off, this cinematic trash. Get that garbage off the screen, dude. And I'm like, wow, bro, you're missing out on a phenomenal game. But you know what? Everybody's entitled to their opinion. Maybe you genuinely think it's trash. And if you genuinely think it's trash, you're entitled to your own opinion. And because of me mentioning that game, a lot of people got on the bandwagon to purchase the game. Because I said, man, this is a great game. You should play it. And a lot of people went out. Nola, I can vouch for him. He was one of the ones that never played the game before. And he was like, yo, man, I went to GameStop. The game was $10. Marlon, thank you. I bought the game and he played the game, enjoyed the game, and loved the game. You see what I'm saying? That it's not just my job to tell you about these games and to get you hyped up for these games, but also to give you the truth, to give you the real, to give you the black and white, to give you the honesty. You see what I'm saying? And not sit here looking in your eyes and lying to you guys. I don't have time for that nonsense. So here we go. That hip says the Order 1886 was worth $60 on PS4. Laugh out loud, sure. Listen, man. Listen. You see, you can't win. You can't win with people. You cannot win with people, bro. Like, for some reason, you know, everybody have their own value proposition, right? Some people will say, well, yeah, you know, Order 1886 ain't worth $60. Why are you saying it's not worth $60? Because it's too short, it's too cinematic, it's too boring. Like, why? Like, me personally, if I like a game, I'm gonna play a game, regardless of how short it is, regardless of how the graphics looks, as long as the performance is A1. My biggest thing this generation is performance. I've already said since the beginning of this generation, 60 over 30. If the game is not 60 frames, I can't do it. Right? I can't do it. That's me saying I'm demanding better. I want 60 FPS because we are in this day and age now where technology, and we have upscaling AI technology that's making things a whole lot easier for us to play and enjoy and do some of the heavy lifting on the performance side of things. Okay, what do I know? You say you call Hellblade 2 a masterpiece is just so disrespectful to the word itself. Oh Lord. That's my point. That's my point right there. That's my point. You see what I'm saying? But Michael Peer, that's your opinion. You're saying that me calling Hellblade 2 a masterpiece is disrespectful to the word? Wow. That's my opinion, though. My opinion is not facts. My opinion is my opinion. My opinion is not your opinion. If you think Hellblade 2 is trash, my G, if you genuinely played the game and did not enjoy the game, that's on you, baby. You see what I'm saying? It's all gravy. It's all good in the hood. You know what I mean? What I like, you might not like, and that's fine. To me, Hellblade 2 is a masterpiece. Hellblade 2, you have no idea. Gameplay, sound, characters, graphics, right? Just the overall realism, the truly next generation feel that I've been waiting for on the Xbox side. I mean, truly remarkable. The only other game on the Xbox side that really made me feel really, really next gen was that Hivebusters and Forza Horizon 5. Right? I was like, wow. And you guys remembered my stream a couple years ago when I first started playing that game. You guys know me already. I was like, wow, look at this. This looks amazing. And I give flowers and I give credit where credit's due. Are you kidding me? But hey, you like what you like, my G. You like what you like. Your masterpiece is not my masterpiece, and that's okay. And I still supported the game. I still played the game from start to finish. And I gave my review on the game like I'm supposed to. And I told you guys the drawbacks of the game. And I told you guys the positivity of the game. And I kept it real with you guys. But hey, if you don't like that game for whatever reason, that's fine. But don't complain when these developers are looking at data and realizing that you guys are not playing the games and finishing the games. Don't be mad because these games are short. That's the whole gist of this whole Sean Layton thing. Don't be mad because these games are getting shorter and shorter because you are not playing the games and finishing the games. I'm just saying. It says, I need to see that mouth open wide on the thumbnail. Oh, Lord, Dark 8. Oh, Lord, here we go. Here we go with that. You're insane, boy. I tell you, you guys are something else, man. Let's get into the topic, man. Let's get into the topic of discussion right now because this right here is literally bananas, okay? So, former PlayStation exec Sean Layton has said that the costs of developing AAA games will continue to hurt the industry, which is currently reeling from ongoing layoffs. Offering his advice on making games faster and cheaper, Layton said that the devs need to stop chasing lengthy games and photorealism where it's not needed. Now, here's the thing, man. Here's the thing. It's not even just the developers. It's the gamers as well, right? It's the gamers as well because it's like, bro, you have people that sit here and complain. You have people complain, oh, the game is too long. Oh man, it's boring. Oh man, I ain't playing this garbage. Oh, it's too short. It's too short. It's too short. Right? Oh man, the graphics is not that great. You know what I mean? And it's like, okay, well, that's your opinion. Right? Just don't buy it, don't play it, right? But at the same time, it's like you can't win. It's like, as a developer, do you aim for more lengthy games that are probably not going to get beaten to the fullest extent? And do you also focus on photorealism as well to match with that lengthiness that people quote unquote say they want to determine the value of $70? Or do you make your games shorter and sweeter and tone down on the graphics a little bit to cut costs and to save money, right? Because these games are ballooning into ridiculous amount of money. And we see in the industry hurting because a lot of layoffs is happening. Studios are getting shut down because these companies want to cut costs. You see what I'm saying? It's a domino effect, guys. Don't you get it? It's a domino effect. Sony, we've seen that domino effect with Sony as well. They lost $10 billion in market value. Okay, games are ballooning into ridiculous amount of money. Now they have to scale back and reevaluate and blah, blah, blah. Bunch of people got fired. Studios getting shut down. Hello, domino effect. We've seen the same thing going on with Microsoft right now. Right? A change of strategy, putting 4 games on other platforms, right? To try to grow their ecosystem. These companies, all they care about is growth. They don't care about brand loyalty. They're not your friend. They're in business to make money. I always tell you guys that. Period. End of story. They're not your friend. They're not your girlfriend, they're not your boyfriend, they're not your husband, and not your wives. All right. They're only your friend when it comes to your pocketbooks and your wallets and your pockets. That's when Sony becomes your friend, because as long as you're taking out that sweet green to play for PlayStation Plus, to pay for a PS5 and pay them high price $70 games, they'll become your friend then. But when the money stop coming in, get them out of here. No. We ain't trying to hear no sweet talk. You ain't got the money. Sorry. We cutting your service off. You see what I'm saying? And you got to be looking on the sidelines. This is real talk, man. Some of y'all don't want to hear it, but it's the truth. Let's finish this off. Listen to this. And this is very important to highlight. Only a small percentage of players are finishing lengthy AAA games, says Sean Layden. Are y'all hearing what I'm saying right now? You're not hearing me. Only a small percentage. So all them people that's whining and freaking complaining, oh, Marlon this, oh, Marlon, the game is too short. Oh, Marlon, oh, this and oh, Marlon, oh, that. Right? But it's a small percentage of you guys, whenever you do get what you ask for, you go to a restaurant, and then you tell the restaurant, or you tell the waiter, hey, I've been coming to this restaurant for a while now. I just came to this restaurant, and man, for the price, I'm paying $30 for this food, and you barely give me enough rice. You barely give me enough meat. You barely fill up my cup with drinks and everything like that. And I'm paying $30. I feel like I should get more food, and I feel like I should get more drinks. And then the waiter goes back to the manager, talks to the manager. Then the manager goes back to the big boss and be like, all right, you know what? They've been spending money with us for a while. Yeah, let's go ahead. Let's give them more food. You see what I'm saying? Give them more food and give them more drinks. And then in spite of all that, you're getting more. And you're still not satisfied. You get more on your plate. You eat what you want to eat, and then you throw away the rest. Food ain't really all that. Food ain't really all that. All of a sudden now the food ain't really all that. Or all of a sudden now, can't finish it. You can't finish it, but you're sitting here talking about more food. More food. Same thing with these games. You're sitting here talking about you want more longer games, right? For your money, and you want better graphics for your money, but at the same time, you're not finishing the games. At the same time, you're not doing your end of the bargain. So when these developers are like, okay, short and sweet, let's cut back. You know what I mean? Short and sweet, cut back on the graphics, cut back on the length of the game, because we got to save money too. We got to win too. Can't just be you. And then y'all get mad. Oh, I'm not buying it because it's 5 hours long. So, let's finish this off, man. The need to stop obsessing over realistic graphics and game length are just 2 recommendations out of many that Layden offered to GameIndustry.biz, but they stick out the most. He pointed out that, listen to this, that only 32% of players are finishing the games that they start. Are y'all hearing this? This is not a joke. This is not a game. I need y'all to hear what I'm saying right now. This man is saying, wherever he's getting this data from, this man is saying to point out that only 32% of players are finishing the games they start. So devs are, I quote, making a lot of game that 68% of people are not seeing, end quote. Y'all not hearing today. You're not hearing. Listen to me, man. Listen. This is crazy. That's crazy. 32%. 32%. Only 32% of players are finishing the game they start. Only 32% are finishing the games they start. 32%. Only 32% of people are finishing the games they start. Wow. Wow. That's what I'm saying. It's like, I believe it. I believe it, man, because most people nowadays, bro, they don't care. They don't care. They just jump on the next hype train. You know what I mean? They rip a game apart. Oh, it's too short. Listen, man, the amount of Sony games that I've played in the past, like Days Gone is one of them. That me and my wife, we have played from start to finish. And we have played Last of Us together from start to finish. And that's a game that my wife was saying like, oh man, she wish was longer. Or just, certain games you just wish the credits won't roll. It will just keep going because it's so good. Right. And in some games, it's just like, it's so long. You talk about your Fallouts and your Elder Scrolls and, games like that. You know what I'm saying? Final Fantasy games are 30, 40 hour games. And some people 50 hour, 60 hour games. And people don't finish those type of games, man. People don't have 60, 70 hours to play around with unless you don't have any wife, you don't have any kids or husband or kids or anything like that or any major responsibility. You live on your own. So you're able to have all the time in the world to play whatever you want to play. You see what I'm saying? Some people don't have that time to sit down for 60 hours to finish a game from start to finish. Yeah, I know it's hard for me, being a dad and having my daughter and stuff. It's hard. It's hard for me. Right. So I have to get in where I can fit in. I have to, play when she's asleep. You see what I'm saying? Or when I have time to play, I can play, sneak in a 5 hours here, especially when I get a game in for review. Right. And I'm like, okay, well, they say the game is like 25 hours long. Okay. All right. Let me try to squeeze in 8 hours while she sleep at night, at least 8 hours. Right. And then the next day I can do another, 8 to 9, 10 hours just to try to sacrifice and finish the game and get that review out there. You see what I'm saying? But your time is limited because you have to spend that time, with your family or with your kids or whatever your situation is. Some people don't have the time, and I understand that. But for those who do have the time and sit there and rah because they want to follow the freaking crowd. Come on, man, get out of here, bro. You know what I'm saying? And then you sit there and bash a game for being too short or for the graphics not being photorealistic enough or whatever the case may be. Come on, man. Let's see here. That hip with the 5. Appreciate that. He says, Marlon, it's time to start checking people's achievements and trophies. People are not finishing their games. Tons of fraud gamers nowadays. Hey, man. Hey, I'll be the first to say my situation, bro. I can game when I can game. You know what I mean? I have a 1-year-old, so I can only game when I can game. I can't game like I used to because my time is split up between my kid and myself and my wife. Like I don't have a lot of time, but I make time. You see what I'm saying? Like I finished a bunch of PlayStation games. Right? I finished Miles Morales. I finished Spider-Man 2. I finished God of War Ragnarok. I rolled these credits right in front of your eyes. I finished Returnal. I'm not ashamed to tell you guys this stuff. I'm an open book, bro. I finished Horizon Forbidden West. I finished Burning Shores. hello, like these are games that I've played and I've finished them. You see what I'm saying? Like a lot of the Xbox stuff, I finished Halo Infinite. I'm not afraid to tell you guys that. I've finished it on stream. You guys sat there with me and from start to freaking finish, right? And I tell you guys the truth, like, hey, you know what? Stellar Blade, I'm still playing Stellar Blade. Still not done with it. I'm more than halfway through the game. Heck, I'm still playing Elden Ring right now, off stream, playing it on my Series S. You see what I'm saying? And you can ask my wife. She'll tell you. I played a couple hours a day, at least 3 or 4 times a day, leveling up, grinding. I'm not lying. I'm level 80, almost close to level 80. Go look it up. I'm not lying to you guys. I have nothing to lie about. You see what I'm saying? Close to level 80. I'm not ashamed. I'm still grinding. I'm still trying to get my weapons up. You see what I'm saying? So I can prepare for the DLC. So I have nothing to hide. But some of these dudes, they're not playing the games. They're not even touching the games at all. Not even just finishing the games, not even touching the games at all. That's crazy. You see what I'm saying? Look at Hellblade 2 from start to freaking finish. I sat there, my wife sat there and watched me play Hellblade 2. She said, I don't know how you figuring out how to do these doggone puzzles. And I even played it on stream with you guys. And y'all sitting there watching me play like, oh, look, here we go with this lame puzzle. And I figured it out and I played the game and it was so enjoyable to watch because you guys watch me play Hellblade 2 for hours on PC. You see what I'm saying? I don't have time. You see what I'm saying? I play the games for you guys. That's my job. My job is to play video games and report back to you guys, man. But most of these dudes, they don't play games. They just sit here and, Did you actually even play the game? Nah, no. It's still garbage though. Okay, how do you know it's garbage? Well, it's still garbage. Bro, we have, between me and my wife, bro, we have at least, I'm not afraid. I can show you guys today if you want. You guys don't have to believe me. She can come in here and chime in. Over almost 120 hours and days gone. From start to finish. Days gone. That's a lot of time. Over the course. Whatever. What? They ain't got time. Whatever. Says I have a reason for not finishing my games. Hey, everybody has a reason. You see what I'm saying? Some people are sick. Some people, have health, all different type of health issues, and that's understandable. Some people have wives. Some people are caretakers. Some people have everybody's situation is different on why they can't play a game or finish a game. You see what I'm saying? But those that are able to, and just on social media, rah-rahing on Twitter, yeah, dog, let's see what's new on Twitter today. Oh, look at him fighting him. Oh, look at her fighting her. Look at these Twitter warriors going back and forth together. And then, a new game comes out, and they're like, look at all these Twitter warriors going against each other, talking about 30 FPS. Oh my God, let me chime in too, boo-boo. Let me chime in too. Let you chime in too, boo-boo. Boo-boo, how about you go and actually play the game and not sitting there replying and retweeting and quoting what they're saying. This game is this and this game is that. Like, what the seriously, dog? Are you serious? Yeah. Let's see here. So Christian says there's an AI company called Midjourney. He says whose latest version of photorealism he says looking like IRL. He says I don't know. He says I don't want my games looking like that real. He says, I want unique art style. Y'all whining about games. How about you worry about your backlog and the size of the public library? No. That's funny, bro. That's funny. Christian, thank you so much for the $3. Yeah, that's funny. That's funny, Brand. I just read it a while ago. That's funny. That's funny, man. But, like I said, man, everybody have like different reasons on why they do what they do. You know what I mean? And hey, that's fine. You like what you like, you play what you play. Like, oh, it's too short, or oh, it's too long, or it's always something to complain about. And people have come up with various different reasons. Look at A Plague Tale Requiem. Marlon, why are you playing this rat game? Bro, I had people calling me out for playing that game. Love A Plague. I've finished the first one. A Plague Tale. I finished that one. A Plague Tale Innocence. Love that game. Love that game. From start to finish, I played that game. I believe it was on Game Pass, if I'm not mistaken. And then I became a fan after A Plague Tale Innocence. And then A Plague Tale Requiem, I played that from start to finish. Love that game. And I think the developers had reached out to me to do some kind of promo or something like that. Listen to me, man. Some people missed out on that game because, I don't like rats. Too much rats. Oh, it's too short. It's too short. It's too slow. Okay, whatever. You're just never gonna be happy. You're never gonna be happy. Hey, Devastator with the $2 for me. I just get bumped out by the time I hit 90%. I feel that for a lot of people. For a lot of people as well. They get bumped out. You know, once they get either midway or closer to the end of the game. This game boring, repetitive. I mean, people have different use cases. People have different reasons. So your mileage may vary, but at the same time, man, data don't lie. Okay. Last thing that we're going to say, we're going to move on to the Matt Booty stuff. Listen, man. Listen to me. Same thing. The data that was put out for Hellblade 2. Same thing. A lot of people did not finish that game. See what I'm saying? Prime example. Prime example. A lot of people did not finish that. Well, that game was getting hit left and right. That game was getting slaughtered left and right. You see what I'm saying? Oh, the game is trash. Oh, the game is this. Oh, the game is that. Right? So a lot of people didn't play it. Even though it's in Game Pass, as long as you're a Game Pass subscriber for free, people still didn't want to play the game. Right? Oh, Marlon, it has too many puzzles. I understand that. That was one of my criticisms. The pacing of the game got ruined by the puzzles, the puzzle placements. Like maybe if the puzzles were a little bit easier or something, or maybe if it had less puzzles, maybe I feel like a lot more people will play the game. But most people that were fans of the original Hellblade, for some reason, didn't want to play this one. I don't know why. I mean, this game is, oh my God. The combat is so much better, in my opinion. It is so much more realistic with Unreal Engine 5. I mean, every swing, every expression of Senua, you see it all over her face. The environment, the ambience, the freaking... Man, let me stop talking. Out of this world. It's amazing how you can have a small team and they can create something so good. The sound in that game speaks louder than the graphics. It speaks louder than the gameplay. I mean, the sound, just being able to hear the psychosis and be able to hear every freaking sound. Everything that can make a sound, you can actually hear it in that game. And it amplifies your sense of hearing. And that's what I love about Ninja Theory. And that's what I love about Hellblade. It's like you have to listen. You know what I mean? You have to listen and be like, oh, she's going over here. And it's like, oh, she needs to stop doing this. Oh, she needs to look over there. There's some cliff over there for her to hang on. Oh, she can do better than this. She can jump higher, and then she can reach that puzzle right there. Oh, the puzzle is right there. Come on. Grab that puzzle. Move the rock over here. Put the rock in place, and then she can crawl over there. Come on. I think she can do this. You need to swing a little bit harder anyway. I think you can do greater than this. And it's like, whoa. I love that. I love that because it gives you clues on what to do next, right? And how to progress. I digress. All right. Let's go ahead and let's move on to the next topic. Hit that like button for me. Hit that share button. Oh boy. Let's talk about Matt Booty. All right, now this is very important for Xbox fans and gamers alike. Let's talk about the future of Xbox. Let's talk about what Matt Booty is saying about PlayStation, about exclusive games, all that good stuff. yeah, this is very, very important right now because, you know, people still want to know. And also he did touch up on studio closures as well. And obviously he didn't really go in depth on why Tango and Arcane got shut down and all this. And obviously there's more than what meets the eye, but I still wanted to cover this because, hey, we cover, you know, Xbox here, and I really want you guys to, you know, after that amazing showcase, a lot of people want to know what's next from Microsoft. So it's a lengthy read, but I'm going to highlight a couple of the amazing things that I feel like from a business standpoint, I understand. And then also from a gamer standpoint, I understand as well. Without even getting upset or anything like that. But depending on how you look at what Matt Booty said, okay? So let me go ahead here and highlight this because, okay, so quote, this is coming from windowscentral.com. Quote, we have been really pleased. Microsoft Gaming Studios head Matt Booty talks shipping Sea of Thieves on PS5, Xbox exclusives, and more. Remember, I'm not surprised that Microsoft is pleased with Sea of Thieves because guess what? When Sea of Thieves went on PlayStation, from what I heard, that Sony actually helped with the development of it. And on top of that, I also heard, which we have seen with our own two eyes, that Sea of Thieves was the #1 most pre-ordered game on PlayStation. So all that money of people buying the actual game and pre-ordering the actual game. And on top of that, it's funny how a lot of PlayStation fans were bashing Sea of Thieves and saying Sea of Thieves is trash and it's garbage and it's not their cup of tea. But as soon as it goes to PlayStation, oh, they rubbing their hands like Birdman. They're like, yeah, yeah, baby, yeah, looking good. Like, get out of here, bro. So Xbox Matt Booty discusses reactions to the Xbox showcase, shipping Sea of Thieves on PlayStation, closing studios like Tango, GameWorks, and more. Okay. All right. So let's dig a little bit much more deeper here into what's being said and what's going on here. So in a new interview, provided a bit more insight on the Xbox business, all right, on like what's going on and stuff like that. So basically, Matt Booty, president of game content and studios at Microsoft Gaming, spoke with Variety for the Strictly Business podcast. Okay, on Thursday, Booty touched on large number of topics, including reactions to the Xbox recent Xbox Games Showcase, bringing some Xbox games to PS5, and the closure of some studios. So this is what Matt Booty had to say. All right, let's dig into this thing because it gets a little spicy for some people. I know some people are going to be upset, but hey, man, this is what Booty has to say. Quote, we are beginning to hit the rhythm that we have always aspired for. And that really is our commitment to our players of being able to deliver a much more steady cadence of games on a more predictable rhythm. End quote. Booty said nothing that the fan and press reaction to the Xbox showcase has been extremely positive, with praise of the number and variety of first-party games shown and slate for the next couple of years. Now, listen to this part now. Now, obviously, during the Xbox showcase, first-party titles Doom, The Dark Ages, Fable, South of Midnight were all slated for 2025, while Gears of War E-Day, Perfect Dark, and State of Decay 3 were not given release years at all. Per Booty, this is due to wanting to find the exact right time to launch a game, while making sure it doesn't conflict with like other first-party, third-party titles, which we have already know, name dropping, Grand Theft Auto 6 as a game the entire industry should avoid. Hello, smart. This is why I say, from a business standpoint, I'm putting on my business hat right now. This is why you see this is nothing new. This has been going on since the very beginning of time. Since gaming consoles has been around, companies know what games to stay away from. You know, you got to stay away from Call of Duty unless your game you want your game get destroyed in terms of not selling very well. Stay away from Call of Duty. Another game to stay away from, Grand Theft Auto. Do you want your game not to freaking sell? Are you crazy in your brains launching a game right next to freaking Grand Theft Auto? Yeah, not going to sell. It's going to get drowned. You see what I'm saying? It's going to get overshadowed by those games. Those games are titans of the industry. You can't, and he's right. That and you see, as a gamer, I'm looking into this Xbox showcase and I'm like, man, I'm hyping all. I'm excited. We're seeing the games that we need to see. But then I'm like, oh, no release date. I'm like, oh, man, no release date for a reason. There's various reasons why we didn't get a release date or release window. Not picking up for Matt Booty, but that's just the business. That's just what they've been doing since the very beginning. Maybe the game is just not ready yet and they need more time to polish the game. Or maybe they're just like, see, 2025. That's why I keep telling y'all, a lot of games are going to get real scared when they see GTA 6. I'm telling you, the fact that GTA 6 is coming out in 2025 got the whole industry shook. Y'all think this is a game. This is not a game. This is not a joke. This is the real. A lot of games are going to get delayed. Prepare for delays and prepare for disappointment. Notice right now, I'm trying to tone it down and I'm trying to not hype up 2025 because 2025 is going to also bring disappointment. You see what I'm saying? It's going to come with its fair share of disappointment. A lot of these games are going to get delayed into 2026. Because of GTA 6. That's just the way. That's the nature of the beast. I don't make the rules. I'm sorry. All right. Now, let's dig into more meat and potatoes from Mr. Booty. Say we certainly want to make sure every game is given space and has got an opportunity to shine. We don't end up overshadowing. See, I just talked about that. We don't end up overshadowing a game by launching it too close to another. Booty explains, adding that the portfolio planning revolves around ensuring the team don't conflict with other companies' titles, but also, I quote, so that we are not getting in our own way, end quote. There you go. There you go. You see what I'm saying? You're not getting in your own way by launching your games too close to each other or launching your games next to somebody else's game to get your game destroyed. There you go. Booty also notes that there is an interest across the teams at different studios in sharing ideas and technology. And there are some early decisions happening as Microsoft figures out what facilitating that, you know, and listen to this. Listen to this. There's a lot of planning going on right now. There's a lot of planning going on at Microsoft right now. They're trying to figure out, okay, when can we launch Gears E-Day? When can we launch Perfect Dark? Well, we already know about Fable. When can we launch State of Decay 3? See what I'm saying? Those are the bigger stuff that could potentially be in 2025. We are hearing rumors about Gears E-Day for 2025. But for all we know, nope, we can't do it. Because then we have to launch in the fall. We have to launch in the holidays with some of these games, and we can't do it with GTA 6. So, you know what? Instead of giving people false hope for 2025, how about us not give a release date? So there's a lot of planning and things of that nature that's going on behind the scenes that, hey, man. And then obviously they asked the question about, will Microsoft chase games and TV or movie synergy like with Fallout? And obviously, yeah, of course they're going to do that. Booty points out vastly different production schedule of games, movies, and TV shows, and notes that trying to sync those up years in advance can be extraordinarily difficult and risky. But Sony does it automatically. You hear what he just said? You hear what he just, risky and difficult. Yeah. Yeah, launching them movie games or doing a TV show and a movie and all that, man, that's risky because they both can flop. You can spend X amount of millions of dollars in a remake or a remaster to go alongside a TV show, or you can spend millions of dollars, $200-300 million into a TV show or whatever the case may be, and it ended up being garbage. Hey, man. So there you go. So I hear him very loudly on this one. And that is better to simply produce that kind of linear media and have it benefit an existing franchise. Why did Microsoft close Bethesda studios like Tango Gameworks? Ay. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Now, this right here about Tango Gameworks closing and all that, obviously, Phil Spencer with Ryan McCaffrey. Yeah, that interview that we watched together. Yeah, that did not go over well with everybody. He kind of skated over it. And that's basically what Matt Booty. I'm just going to save you guys the heartache right now. That's basically what Matt Booty is doing, skating over it. You know, he's not getting in the nitty gritty of it. He's just like, it's business decisions. We have to do this, we have to that. But let's hear from Mr. Booty himself. All right, quote. Those decisions are never made lightly. They are never made quickly. And they are a lot of people and processes and oversight to make sure that we are making a good decision, Booty says when asked about the closures. Adding that he didn't want to share nitty-gritty details, but mentioned that Microsoft looks across leadership at studios, and if the teams are set up in a successful way or success in the future, not just for a successful in the past, or not just as successful in the past. So basically meaning like, listen, if a studio was successful in the past and they're not successful now, that's not going to save them. You see what I'm saying? You could put out AAA 10 out of 10 games or whatever the case may be, and you're trash now. You're trash now. So yeah, you got to go. You're not producing. Your studio's not producing. You were fantastic in the past. That's the past. That's past tense. We care about now. We care about what you're working on. And also too, guys, you have to look at it from this point of view. Like, it comes down to managing those studios correctly and making sure that you're doing everything that you can to help nurture those studios. You know what I mean? Maybe a studio is not, no studio or no company is perfect. You know what I mean? Look at the whole, what's their name again? Rocksteady. Look at Rocksteady. You see what I'm saying? Prime example. Rocksteady. You guys know exactly what I'm talking about. How do you go from great to trash? Okay. All right. Whatever. Let's keep moving. Sea of Thieves on PS5 and future Xbox exclusives. Ooh. This gonna piss people off. So 2024 saw Microsoft ship 4 Xbox exclusive games titles across their other, consoles, touching on all the games. Booty notes that Microsoft's main focus and success has been with Sea of Thieves and shared a world pirate adventure developed by Rare. Quote, we have been really pleased, end quote, Booty says. Noting that when Sea of Thieves launched across PlayStation 5, the teams saw an uptick in Xbox and PC players' engagement as well. He says, while also sharing that a large number of PlayStation players were enjoying the game in crossplay. This success grows the franchise overall, per Booty, allowing the teams at Rare and Xbox to continue the investment in the game. So, with that being said, right, this is why Microsoft is going to continue to release games on PlayStation because of that. Same thing what Sony is doing right now. Sony is like, Lego Horizon. Let's try it. Let's put it on Switch. A game like that will almost be insanely stupid for them to just launch it on PS5 and not put it on Switch. A game like that, smart move by Sony, and they're going to print money. Crazy money this holiday. Expect more smaller scale AA games like that, or from their AAA franchises that are being scaled down whether it's more family or more generalized or more kid friendly, whatever the case may be, to make money. You guys to make money. Find a way to print that money. And that's a smart move by Sony, and it's a smart move by Microsoft. Take some of their smaller games that most people are done with on Xbox, port it over to PlayStation, right? Same thing Sony said, same thing Jim Ryan said. You know, games that have already ran their course on PlayStation 5 or PlayStation 4, we're going to port over to PC. Games that are just not selling as much anymore. Why keep having the game on the platform when it's not producing, when you can actually see an increase? You got to look at the data, man, and look at them spikes and see, oh, okay, well, you know what? Now now this game has flatlined. Now it's time to put it on another platform and watch the data. You know what I mean? Oh, now it's spiking up. Okay, this is what we can do, or this is what we're gonna do. I'm just saying, guys. I'm just saying. So you gotta look at all of those things. All right, so let's wrap this up, guys. When asked about what this means for the future of Xbox exclusives, Booty reiterates that the teams are evaluating games hitting other consoles on a what? Case-by-case basis. Isn't that what Phil Spencer said? When Matt Booty, Sarah Bond, and Phil Spencer all had to sit down on that Xbox podcast. When they first talk about them 4 games, I don't want the gamer to ever rule out the notion of putting games or expecting games. Any game can go anywhere, right? I remember Phil Spencer saying that. He also said case by case basis as well. Same thing. All this is PR talk. All this might not give you closure or anything like that, but at the same time, case by case basis. Okay. Adding that Xbox players can absolutely continue to expect many games to launch as exclusives, and that, quote, Xbox promise that all Xbox first party games come to Xbox Game Pass will continue to be true. Are you guys paying attention, or are you guys sleeping right now? That's very important on what he just said. I don't even know if y'all are paying attention to what this man just said, right? This is very crucial. Xbox promise, air quotes, Xbox promise that are y'all hearing? All Xbox first party games come to Xbox Game Pass will continue to be true. So that simply means, we might have a change of strategy here in terms of case by case basis, in terms of some of our games, but we still want to say tried and true to our fan bases, to our Xbox player bases, to our Xbox Game Pass subscribers, that we're giving you. Back in the day when I used to work for FedEx, they used to call it the purple promise. Marlon, you need to deliver on that purple promise. That's what FedEx told me. That was their main memo. That was their motto. You could get it tatted, whatever, on your back, wherever you want to get it tatted on. I'm just saying, like, that was what they live by. That's the code. You see what I'm saying? Like, deliver on that purple promise. Deliver them packages, Marlon, on that purple promise. Microsoft is saying, hey, we're going to deliver you on that Xbox promise. Now, you can sit there and say, well, Marlon, I don't know. Microsoft be lying. These exec, I don't trust them. You can say that, and that's fine. Because at the end of the day, this is all fluff talk. This is all PR talk until when the proof is in the pudding, until when you see the actual evidence. You see what I'm saying? Once you see the actual evidence to back up all this claim on the Xbox promise that Booty is talking about, then there you go, right? So it's crazy, man. That was a great interview, and that didn't give me any closure with Tango Gameworks getting shut down. They don't want to go into no detail. Sarah Bond didn't go into no detail. Phil Spencer didn't go in no detail, and then Matt Booty come third Xbox exec, still don't have closure, but it is what it is. It's over and done with. So let's put that behind us. In terms of the Xbox promise, we will see, right? Obviously, they're going to continue to have Xbox exclusives. They're going to continue to do that. That's their goal. That's their vision. is to grow Game Pass. And if that simply means that they're going to cram more and more games day one, I was so happy as an Xbox subscriber because, exclusive world premiere. And then at the end of the Xbox exclusive, they show you the trailer. And then at the end, you see day one on Game Pass. You know what I'm saying? And then as an Xbox gamer, you're like, yeah. You're rubbing your head like Birdman. You're like, yeah. You know what I mean? And every single first party game, day one on Game Pass. Day one on Game Pass. Day one on Game Pass. That's all you care about. Some of you dudes only tune into Xbox showcases to see that logo pop up because you're winning as an Xbox Game Pass subscriber because them bigger bangers, them bigger games are gonna drop day one. Fable and State of Decay 3 and Stalker and Black Ops, Call of Duty now. Y'all are eating good. You know what I mean? Some of you dudes are eating real good. I'm eating good too. You know what I mean? I used to have freaking ramen noodles for dinner. Now I'm eating steaks and lobsters and all that. Now life is good now because, hey, listen, Game Pass is gravy for the gamer, right? But it's bad for the industry for sure. But great. I mean, the gamers are eating real good. Stack on their plates. I mean, they eating T-bone steaks. People that never eat a steak in their life. Now they eating steak with red wine. So good. You know what I mean? Living off of that Microsoft money. I'm just saying. That's what Game Pass is offering you guys right now. And so, like I said, man, to each their own. Everybody likes what they like. Buy what you buy. Play what you play. I wanted to touch up on this here before we end off the show. I want to touch up on the change in PlayStation right now. And let me put a timestamp on this for you guys. Make sure you guys hit the like button if you are enjoying the show. Subscribe. How about you hit the subscribe button? And if you are listening right now, you haven't subscribed, you do like what we do here, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that share button. I appreciate you guys. All right. The changes with PlayStation right now. All right. We're on the tail end right now. Appreciate you guys. Hopefully you find the show entertaining. And, it's not, anything else for you guys, but appreciate y'all for being here. Hope all is well with everyone. Much respect to everybody. Okay, so let's dig into this real quickly. I've already talked about the changes that Sony is going through right now. One of the biggest changes that shocked everybody is Lego Horizon Adventures going to the Nintendo Switch. That's a huge change that nobody saw coming. Nintendo is looking at Switch as a viable asset to say, hey, you know what? Let's launch our games on the Switch and see how much growth we can get. Smart move by Sony, and I expect them to continue that. All right, so let's, full credit goes to Colin Moriarty and the Sacred Symbol podcast, and shout outs to my man, David Jaffe as well. All right, so here we go, guys. We're going to take a look at this.
When Japan Studio went away, people were like, whoa, man, Japan Studio. I'm like, none of you even bought any of the games. What are you talking about? What are you, crazy? None of you can even name a lot of the games that came out from that place. And I loved Tokyo Jungle, and people loved all these different games, but we tried for many years to try to open your eyes to Puppeteer. I think I might have told you this story, and I've said it before on Sacred in the past. One of the times I went to Japan Studio, two people that worked on Puppeteer pulled me aside. I was in the cafeteria. And we're like, we just wanted to thank you for your support of Puppeteer on IGN because I reviewed it and previewed it and I really liked it and no one bought it. And it's not my job to make you buy or not buy games. I don't really care. But I was like, wow, that's so strange that they felt like they wanted to say that to me because people are just not paying attention to their product. So my assumption is multifaceted. First of all, I think that, and it's the same thing with the handheld, that's no doubt going to happen, is Sony has looked at Nintendo and been like, why have we been seeding this space for so long? We've seeded it to such a degree with family-friendly, childlike games, accessibility, whole family, E for everyone, and the handheld mantra. We've really made a huge mistake here. And I do think that they have, especially because
What do you mean? You mean they've been avoiding it because they've been in those spaces?
Yeah,
They
but
just haven't done well.
Well, what I was going to say was I personally don't think they have meaningfully been in that space since probably the middle of the PS3 era, and really they haven't successfully been in that space since the PS2 era. Because when you think about it, so you have Twisted Metal and all the games you worked on, you have Jet Moto and all that stuff coming out early, and the fighting games and all the rest. But really, it's like Crash Bandicoot, Spyro, and then in the Jack and Daxter, Ratchet, Sly Cooper. And they were circulating between these games pretty well. And so my opinion on this is that they want to play in that space and they want to do it with a one or two high quality games, which I think is maybe the best approach, because it was too spread shot, like we said, with the Japan Studio games or all the weird stuff coming out of Sony Santa Monica out of XDev that was kind of more childlike or whimsical. I think here they're just like, why don't we just do one or two big things and see what happens? And I think that's. I think I sadly don't think Astrobot is going to sell well. I hope I'm wrong. I mean, if it's great, I hope it does sell well, but I don't blame them for trying. I think you have to have one studio in that space, and they let Media Molecule waste so much time that really these guys are their only option, and they close Pixel Opus too. So
Pixel Opus, and Media Molecule, I know they're still in the game doing something. I don't know what they're doing, but Astrobot not selling well. I mean, I don't think you're wrong, but I guess my question is how much of that has to do with the fact that Sackboy's Big Adventure and Ratchet didn't sell well, or are you talking about just the lack of appeal of it as a brand that's going to get people losing their shit as a family?
Yeah, I think it's probably the latter, in the sense that die might be cast, where it's like you're not going to win here. Like, this is your kind of family friendly accessibility approach is you tried with Wonderbook, you tried with all in the Move and all these different things. Like, it's just not going to happen for you. But I don't mind them fighting that front, because they do have this. This is what kind of annoys me about the discourse, actually, is like they do have, and I think reasonably so, this identity in the wider gaming industry as being like sad dad simulator and very serious post-apocalyptic stuff and violence. And
I mean, they've made that bet. I mean, they've made a lot of money off that, and they've made a lot of great content off that, but I don't think it's wrong for people to think that, because I think that's what they've promoted.
Well, I totally agree, but I don't blame, especially like in mid and long-term content management and your marketing and all of that. If the people are coming to the powers that be and say, like, we need to be more multidimensional than this. And that's why I think it's funny, because Horizon is a post-apocalyptic game, but it is the most differentiated franchise that they do, in my opinion, which is why I think it's so attractive. It's weird and different. Because even Death Stranding and all this stuff, it's like, oh my God, this is all, and I love it, but it's all the same.
Oh man. Oh boy. All right. So I do have a lot to say. Oh man, I do have a lot to say. Oh, hold on. Wait a minute. What was that? Okay, that was the chat. That was a chat. Okay, my chat. Okay. I do have a lot to say on that. And, this is what I've been saying for a long time. You saw the last thing that Colin said to end that off? Like, yeah, Death Stranding looks amazing and all this and that, but it's more of the same, right? And then you look at Ratchet and you look at Jack and Daxter and games like that didn't really sell well like that for Sony or perform at a higher volume like they're expecting. That's probably the reason why they don't want to do those games anymore. Jack and Daxter and after Ratchet and stuff like that. Like, they don't want to do more, teen friendly or everybody type games like that. And then it's funny how, he was talking about, Astrobot probably not selling well. What would be really hilarious is if Concord, for some reason, just shocks everyone, right? Everybody have this mixed feelings about Concord right now, but that ends up being the sleeper hit. That would be funny. That would be really, really funny if Concord ends up selling way more than Astrobot does, because Astrobot right now is getting the praises. You see what I'm saying? I need you guys to hear what I'm saying, and maybe you guys can talk amongst each other on this one. But my question to you guys is, do y'all think that Sony is taking a big risk with Team Asobi right now? Because Pixel Opus and Japan Studios, all them other studios are Media Molecule. I'm surprised they're still even around at this point, right? But like, do you guys think that Sony is taking a big risk on Team Asobi right now? Do y'all even think? Because I mean, the reception is high right now. The praises are high for Astrobot, right? And that is like more of a everybody type of game. Because some of you hardcore guys don't care for Astrobot. Like, you're just like, Marlon, not my cup of tea. I don't care, right? And that's understandable. But at the same time, I do believe that there's a market for a game like Astrobot. Now, whether that market is 10 million, 15 million, then I don't know. Also, they did touch up on, you know, how Sony wants to tap into the Switch and, you know, kind of, you know, test the waters there because, yeah, Sony had success in the handheld market at one point in time. You see what I'm saying? Like, they tried that family friendly stuff. They had the PlayStation Move and they had PSP and SingStar and all this other stuff. They tried all that stuff. I remember that stuff. I think SingStar, I think on PS2 and things of that nature. Like, I remember all that stuff. Right? But I don't know, man. I don't know. That's why I'm asking you guys. I don't, because you guys are very smart. You know, and you guys know stuff, more stuff than I do sometimes. So that's why I'm asking y'all. But I don't know, man. And it's really weighing on me now. Maybe that's why Sony is so quiet, because maybe they're in the back thinking like, oh man, we need something. We need to do something. Because you hear people are getting, I think what it is, guys, and this is the ugly truth about PlayStation right now, is that people are getting tired of the same stuff. People are getting tired of Spider-Man. I mean, I've heard it myself. I've seen you guys say, oh, I'm tired of Spider-Man. Horizon, I was one of the first one to raise my hand and say, listen, do something other than Horizon. You know what I'm saying? I know Horizon sells, but do something other than Horizon. Obviously, they're going to keep making Horizon. They're doing Horizon. And it's a shame because maybe Sony had intentions to bring back Killzone, but then they're like, nah, we not gonna even waste money and time on Killzone because Killzone might end up being another Shadowfall. I'm being serious, guys. I'm being serious. I know some of you dudes don't want to hear this, man, but this is the reality. And I like to be raw. I like to be honest, and I like to be upfront. You don't subscribe to me for lies and fabrication and hype you guys up and lead you guys down the wrong path. I'm being realistic with you guys on how these companies think. You see what I'm saying? Maybe Sony probably look at that and be like, hey, what's up, Money Gaming? Maybe Sony look at it and be like, we ain't doing no more Killzone because Shadowfall did not hit well. You see what I'm saying? So we not going to do it. Right? Jack and Daxter, that ain't gonna sell. Probably ain't even gonna do 10 million. You see what I'm saying? SOCOM, we tried that. That's probably ain't even gonna do 10 million. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's probably the mind of Sony right now. You know, we for some reason we're just not gonna sell enough, right? But right now they're like, hey, let's jump on the Lego bandwagon. Let's try Lego. Let's do the Lego stuff. But I don't know, man. I don't know. If Astrobot does 10 million copies, wow. I'll be like, okay. Sony's going to look at that and be like, okay, we need to make more of this. You see what I'm saying? That's what Sony is trying to do right now. They're trying to take bigger risks on maybe a little bit of ideas that worked in the past, and then sprinkling it with some newness and leaving the past in the past fully. Like, they're not trying to resurrect the past because they feel like, well, this is not going to sell well, especially with Hiroki Kotoki being at the helm of everything. I don't know. I think a lot of these games we're just not going to get. You see what I'm saying? Like, we're just not going to get anymore. And it sucks. But you know, it says, let's be honest, Marlon, Wolverine looks like Spider-Man with a different skins. Oh, no. Jamal, let me say this right now, bro. For those reasons, that could be one of the main prime reasons why Wolverine will probably get canceled. You see what I'm saying? I'm just being for real. That's probably gonna be one of the main reasons why that game is gonna get canceled. And they just be like, you know what? We're getting way too much negative feedback on this game, and the game is not even out yet. Yeah, we need to go ahead and cancel that. If you're saying that, okay, let me now that my wife is in the chat, what about Days Gone? Days Gone was a brand new IP, open world, post-apocalypse IP, right? Zombies, beautiful concept, beautiful. Is it the first ever concept? No, but it was amazing, right? It was amazing. What was wrong with Days Gone to the point where we can't get another sequel? You see what I'm saying? Like, it's just, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. If you guys are saying what you're saying right now about Wolverine, and Wolverine is just not even out yet, you know what I'm saying? Oh, it's a reskinned Spider-Man. And I don't think the game is going to get canceled. I'm just saying, like, you know, for what people are saying right now and behaving because of the leaks, because of the gameplay and all this type of stuff, it's like, well, here we go. This is what we have to look forward to. I don't know, man. I don't know. I like Days Gone. I think Days Gone was amazing. It's a shame we're not getting a sequel. All right, guys, we're in the Q&A portion of the show. If you have any questions, any concerns, feel free to fire away in the comment section. Tag me at Marlon Gaming Nation. Super chats are welcome. That does definitely help out our show so that our show can continue to move forward. So I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. And see if we could get over 200 likes on the show. Let me go ahead and check the poll real quickly here. So I ask you guys, we have 444, and that's why I've always said vote on the polls whenever we put them up. So we had 444 votes. 65% of you guys said yes, you are happy with Xbox. Bravo to you guys. Bravo. That means that Microsoft is doing something right. Microsoft is doing something right. You said Xbox selling out on Amazon. That's good. That is amazing. If that is true, that is amazing because that is good for the industry. If people are buying Xboxes now, that's what Microsoft wants. And that's what I'm saying. Microsoft needs to look at that and replicate that every single year. Get better and better and better at these showcases. You see what I'm saying? And deliver the goods. Deliver the goods. That's it. He says you skip my super chat, bro. Okay, what did you say, Michael Peer? Michael, let me look up here. Because I don't want to miss anybody's super chat. Oh, okay. So I see this now. You said you call Hellblade 2 a masterpiece is just so disrespectful. I've already read that. That was $5 that you made. And you didn't say anything else. I didn't see it. There's no other super chat. Oh, well. Yeah, that's it. Michael Peer, I only got 2 super chats from you, sir. Only 2. So I've already read that already, and I've already explained that earlier about Hellblade 2. So there's that. I've already read that. It says, well, hey, man. Hey, Divine, what's up, bro? How you doing? Make sure you guys hit that like button for me. Said, Marlon, you're not a Nintendo gamer anymore, or are you about all platforms? I'm all about platforms. On Nintendo for me, right? I'm on a case by case basis. If Nintendo drop like Metro Prime 4, I'm excited about that. Zelda, Smash Bros, stuff like that, I'm excited. Mario Kart, I'll play that type of stuff. I'm not just caring about every single thing, because then the older you get, man, the less you care about a lot of those kiddie games that Nintendo has to offer, right? So if Nintendo drops something, I'll play it, I'll buy it, I'll stream it, and for you guys to enjoy. But I'm not 100% into every single thing, that Nintendo puts out. Like, I'm just being honest. I care more about PlayStation and more about Xbox and more about PC. That's my lane right now, and then Nintendo. But Nintendo will always be a part of my heart. Like, Nintendo, I started out with Nintendo, obviously, and I love Nintendo and I love their games. But as you get older, man, you're starting to leave a lot of those games behind. That's just the nature of the beast, man. Divine says, wait, Gamescom? Yeah, Gamescom is at Xbox. Will be at Gamescom. Oh, you gotta have Mario in your collection, bro. I have so many Mario games in my collection, man. Lots of games in my collection, man. It says it's been a while since I played Nintendo. Hard truth. Exactly. Be honest. The last Nintendo game I played was Metroid Dread, and also Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild 2. Those were the only recent games I played, and I had to stop playing. I literally had to stop playing Breath of the Wild 2 because every time I would move the master hand and try to build something and do something really cool, the frames just drop ridiculously, and I just couldn't do it anymore. I was enjoying the game. I was playing the game greatly and fighting bosses and doing stuff, and then I just can't do the drop in frame rate. You know what I mean? I'll wait to play it again on Switch 2 or something like that and try to finish the game. But yeah, man, performance does matter, bro. That's why I say performance does matter. And the Switch is just so limited on what it can really, really do with those more demanding games. Tears of the Kingdom, yes. It says not all of their games are kidding. Oh, I know. That's what I'm saying. Bayonetta, Metroid Prime. I'm telling you the games that I would play. Bayonetta, Metroid Prime, Breath of the Wild, anything Zelda, Mario Kart, Smash Brothers. I'll play those type of stuff. But a lot of the Pokemon stuff, a lot of the other stuff, I just don't care for. You know what I mean? And I'll probably jump on some Donkey Kong and stuff like that. But a lot of the stuff is just don't care. And then, Fire Emblem and stuff like that, I'll play. And then Astral Chain? I kind of like that game too. Is it Astral Chain or Astro Chain? I don't remember. I think it's Astral Chain. Oh yeah, man. Bro, don't even get me started on Smash, bro. I was the biggest Smash, guy back in the day, bro. I love Smash Brothers. Like, still to this day, I still love Smash. I haven't played it in years, but I still love Smash Bros, man. Like, if they do another Smash, I'm down. I'm down, bro. I'm down. Keeping the legacy of Etika alive, and reacting to that stuff. And then also, still playing it whenever they do make another Smash Brothers. Like, I'll love that. But yeah, man. It says, I'm going to try to get a 5090 later this year. You're going to need all the fortune that you can get, my G. You got to be really fortunate to be able to play that. To be able to get your hands on that. They said Pokemon. Nah, I'm not big on Pokemon like I used to. Not big on Pokemon like I used to. He said that Xbox showcase made me want to PlayStation. Oh, Lord have mercy. Hey, man. Hey, like I said, all it means after Microsoft delivered that great showcase, all that means is Sony got to do better. Sony got to come out harder. However you look at it, Sony got to come out swinging. That's all it means. Sony got to come out swinging. That's all it means, man. They got to put their foot down, and they got to come with it. That's all that means. And I want to see that. I want to see Microsoft continue to put their foot down like that on Sony. I want them to, be more aggressive like that and put out more games, more phenomenal, more phenomenal showcases like that, man, because it just gets everybody hype. Where is Parasite Eve remake? Yeah, right. Keep waiting. I don't even know when that's going to happen, but keep waiting, my brother. Keep waiting. I said things about Nintendo. I play the games for a couple of days and I don't beat them. I don't know what it is, but the other platforms I beat the games. I understand that. Maybe you're just losing interest. You know what I mean? Maybe you're just losing interest into the games and stuff like that. Maybe just man, Dub City. It's been years, bro. It's been years since I played Smash, bro. I don't even know, bro. I don't know, man. It's been a long time. Long time. I mean, I have so much Smash Brothers gameplay on my channel. It's unbelievable. He said, Marlon, what if Marvel vs. Capcom 4 in development since Nintendo Direct show? Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection Classic. In development for Switch. I mean, wait, it said in development since Nintendo Direct show. I don't think so. I think it's been in development for a while. I says, I don't know why they made Marvel Alliance 3 exclusive. Marvel Alliance 3 exclusive. What? Says, I don't think Sony will give us a showcase this year. Man, Sony would be insane. Sony would be insane out of their brains not to give us a showcase. That's all I got to say on that one. They will be insane not to give us a showcase. That's all I got to say. That's all I got to say. For their sake, they'll be insane. It says, are you worried about Corporal Tono as you get older? Ray, not really. Not really. Yeah, I mean, well, that's what I'm saying. Like, you can expect those games. You can expect those games. You know what I mean? Like, that's what Sony is gonna do. They're gonna give you your Spider-Mans and your Wolverines and, you know, your God of Wars and those type of games that is gonna sell well. Ghost 2, those games are gonna stand on their own, bro, and easily do 10 million copies. Sony knows this. Sony knows this already, bro. Like, they know that those games are what you call a safe bet. You know what I mean? Those safe type of games, safe bet type of games, Sony is gonna keep on doing those games. They're gonna keep on doing them. You know, they ain't fixing to change, bro. They're not fixing to change. As long as them games do 10, 15, 20 million copies, they're good. I said the only game I've ever played 2 times in my life is Ghost Speaks Volume. I need more like, yeah, exactly. Same thing I was saying, Harsh Reality. Same thing I was saying. Bro. Same thing I was saying, bro. You know what I mean? Like, need more games like Ghosts. I don't know how many times, bro, I have to say it. I've beaten that game multiple times. I've just beaten it on PC, you know, when it came out. I played that game from start to finish. I just got to go back over Iki Island again. But other than that, there's no point in me playing it anymore. I've already finished. This is my third time playing that game. So, and I bought it again. That's how good it is. I actually bought it again. I spent $50 on that game. So you see what I'm saying? And that's a game that Sony ported over to PC. And I bought it. So I'm just saying, you know, when you make good games, bro, it don't matter what platform it's on. Play, bro. And I remembered when I was doing that Ghost of Tsushima PC stream, and a lot of you dudes showed up. You know what I mean? And it was a great stream. It was a great stream because I was blown away with the ultra wide and, you know, what it had to offer. And that's what I'm saying. You support good work. When a studio or a company puts out something good, support that joint. Go get that joint. Go grab it. Period. End of story. You don't have to hide. You don't have to lie. Just support the game, bro. Support the game. You know what I mean? I supported the game. I spent $50, you know, and repurchase it. So Marvel Gaming Nation, Marvel Wolverine is not get canceled. It's not going to happen. Like I said, that's just people's opinion. I'm not saying that it will, but based off of what I'm hearing people are saying right now, yeah. You know, oh, it's a reskin Spider-Man. Oh, it looks like God of War. Blah, 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 blah. I'm just saying. Sup fam, it says, I just left the gym, just checking in. Yo, Shout outs to Alexis coming through. I see you, Alexis. Man, our top stream donator for the entire month of this month, the one to beat is my man, TJ Robinson. TJ Robinson with the $400. Shout outs to TJ Robinson yesterday. He's our top stream donator for this month. But man, Alexis, man, thank you so much for your love and for your support. Last month you dominated. I appreciate you. Thank you for the biggest donation of today with the $20. Says, what's good, fam? Did you ever complete Alan Wake 2, my G? Actually, no. I haven't finished. I'm like probably close to halfway done with the game. And then I know they dropped the DLC and stuff. Like, I just got busy, man, with Ghosts, finishing Ghosts up, and then I'm playing Elden Ring right now. So I have a decent amount of backlog stuff that I have to jump on. I still have to finish Stellar Blade. I'm like halfway done with Stellar Blade. And then I'm playing Elden Ring almost every night now. Almost every night I'm playing Elden Ring. So trying to, get as far as I can in Elden Ring to the point where I can unlock the DLC, to the point where I can actually play the DLC. And then, toggle back and forth between Alan Wake and that as well. So yeah. Shout outs to Alexis. I appreciate that 20, bro. God bless you, bro. Thank you guys, man, for stepping up, man. Thank you guys so much for your love and for your support, man. You guys are awesome. You guys are freaking awesome. Thank you. Make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe, because without you guys, the show wouldn't be the show today. You say you're going to stream Elden Ring on Twitch? I mean, I can stream it on Twitch. I don't have a problem streaming it on Twitch, but I'm just saying most people don't want to sit there and watch me grind, to, beef up my weapon and, beef up my character. I'm just trying to grind and get my character up before I do most of the bigger stuff. You know what I mean? Like, I'm in different areas, fighting different enemy types that are more advanced and, unlocking and finding the best weapon that I can find. And that's kind of like what I'm doing in Elden Ring right now on the Series S. You need to play Alan Wake 2, baby. Yeah, I think you would love Alan Wake 2. I mean, I think you will love Alan Wake 2. If you go to Mimi's tonight, when you do come back tomorrow and stuff, then I can let you play it on PC. I think you will like Alan Wake 2. It's really, really good. Really, really good game. Very phenomenal game. Because I finished the first one, and the first one was really good. I mean, obviously, when it came out with the remastered and stuff, I played it a little bit, and then I stopped it, and I finished it. And then I finished the game years ago when it came out on Xbox 360. But Alan Wake 2, oh my God, it is so good. It is so good. I love Alan Wake 2. If you could just think about like your TV show, babes, like your what's that TV show called again? Your cop TV show. I mean, it's similar to that. I think it's The Rookie. Similar. Now, I wouldn't say similar to The Rookie, but kind of similar to The Rookie. But yeah. Oh, you are? Okay, cool. It said the first one was very different from the second. Oh, most definitely. Completely two different type of games. Same game, same mechanics, same stuff, but just the feeling of it, Oh, you finished? Yeah, I remember when you finished the first one. Yeah. It says, how long is Elden Ring? Man, Elden Ring is like between 70 to 100 hours, bro. I mean, you could spend hours into Elden Ring. Hours. Because you got to grind. You have to grind and build your character up. If you are any type of Souls type player, you'll understand, like what I'm talking about. But yeah, Elden Ring is lots of hours, 70, 80, 50 hours. If you just go from start to finish, I'd say probably about 50 to 60 to 70 hours tops. But it can go higher than that. I mean, it's just like, it can go higher than that. It says, in your opinion, what are considered good games? What I consider great games is, or good games is, games that excel in every single area that it builds upon. So for instance, the story has to be great and compelling. The characters have to be great and compelling. The environment that the game is set in, the location that the game is set in has to be compelling for me as well. The sound need the whole entire production of the game, the acting, just the movement of the game, the pace of the game, the graphics, the replay value, how much the game actually keeps me hooked without me getting bored and things of that nature. Like there's so many different facets on what makes a game good. So those are mine. It has to excel in every area: gameplay, graphics, sound, replay value, characters, storytelling. And I think that's what made Last of Us so great, right? Last of Us was so great because, at least for my wife, you can ask her on why she loved Last of Us. She's a huge Last of Us head. She loved, I introduced her to Last of Us when we first met years ago, and she's hooked to Last of Us now, because of the character, because of Ellie, because of Joel, and, because of the other sub characters and stuff like Dina and, everybody else, she loves it because the story is so good and the gameplay is so good and the graphics is so good and the gunplay is so good. You see what I'm saying? There's so many reasons on why she loves that. Same thing with Days Gone, I finished Plague Tale Requiem. Love that game. I've talked about it earlier. I love a Plague Tale Requiem. From start to finish, I finished that game on Series X. Love it. Awesome game. Look, I'm waiting for the third. The way how it ended, I'm looking for the third, bro. I'm looking for a third one. You played both of them? Yeah, man. The story is so good in that game, bro. Like, story is so freaking good. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, Plague Tale Requiem, man. I want to see more and more games like that. Silent Hill 2 remake, I need to see more. It looks the gameplay is not bad. It's kind of rough in terms of the frame rate. So they need to sort that out, but I'm definitely going to give it a shot for sure. Hopefully they can work out the kinks and it can be, it can run smoother and stuff, but I'm down, bro. I'm down. It says I only play multi-plat games now. Hey man. Oh, multiplayer games. I couldn't see what you said. Oh, multiplayer games. Hey man. Hey, what's up, country boy? What's up, bro? How you doing, man? He said Last of Us Part 2 trash though. What? Man, Last of Us, bro. But you know what? That's your opinion. Man, Last of Us 2 is one of the greatest games ever made. Bro, the gameplay alone. Oh man. The gameplay in Last of Us Part 2 alone is legendary. What? Oh man. But hey, to each their own, man. To each their own. If you think Last of Us 2 was trash, then hey, that's your opinion. But man, Last of Us 2 is easy top 5 for me. Last of Us 2 was the whole Last of Us series 1 and 2. Man, the gameplay in that game was amazing. Man, you kidding me, bro? You are joking. Trash. Hey, man, that's why I said to each their own. Some people like what they like, Xbots like to call PS exclusives trash. Maybe. Wukong, PC Day 1, Beast Mode 4090. Let's go, OLED. Big Money MacFig. I see you, bro. Big Money MacFig. You the man, bro. Listen, MacFig, I can't be the man if you're the man. You know what I mean? I'm at a 4080 Super. You at a 4090. You big dog. Big dog MacFig with that big paper. He said the gym was lit today. I always have the best time in there meeting different people. G, I know. Most definitely, man. When you're in the gym working out, man, you're going to see a lot of people, man. Some people are cool. Some people are not, just kind of vibe and just keep it pushing. But he says, I'm old, brother. Work hard. I deserve it. Hey, there you go. Hey, my man. There you go. Same here, man. Same here. You know what I mean? I come on here every single day, man, and I grind. I grind, bro. I grind. Some days are good, some days are bad. I take the good and I take the bad. But hey, you know what, man? Consistency. When you're a content creator, or whether you're a musician or you're an actor, actress, whatever you're doing, you know what I mean? Sports, whatever you're doing, man. Never give up, bro. No matter, some days are good, some days are bad. Always be consistent. Even if it's dry, keep going. You see what I'm saying? Because people are going to look at that and be like, man, this dude is always on here, you know, streaming and, you know, talking and, you know, interacting with us. And people look at that stuff, bro. They do. They do. So, he said, that's all I can do. There you go. There you go, King Mo. There you go. This is what happened to Phantom Blade Zero being it wasn't a PS5 exclusive to begin with. The developer has already said it that, you know, they didn't strike a deal with Sony or anything like that. So there's that. You know, it's not an exclusive. They just chose to develop on PlayStation. It says, we appreciate what you do. 5090. Oh, you say you're gonna do a 5090 day one, build in my next PC. Wow. I hope I can build. I hope we can raise enough money to build a 5090. I would like for us to, because it definitely will. This PC in here, at least my desktop, because I'm streaming off my laptop right now, but my goal is next year is to rebuild this PC that I have in here. My original PC from like almost 5 years ago, my 10th gen, you know, i9. I want to resurrect that rig, you know, and yeah, that will be the 5090 rig. But hopefully we can raise the money for that, and yeah, we can make some crazy content, you know, some awesome PC content. So he said Melina is coming for that check. Oh, here you go. Melina coming for that check. Be prepared. I already know, man. I'm already prepared. I'm already ready to go, baby. I'm already ready to go, man. Melina already know what's up, man. He said, Mo, beating him just in time for the Elden Ring. You beat him already? I know that was, bro, Trillis, the Trillis. I already know. Bro, I already know you had a warm time beating Moog, man. He says any exclusives from Xbox can't touch Last of Us. Here you go, Effective. Effective is always trying to stir the pot. He says, but yet Concord catching so much hate. Hey, I'm gonna give the game a shot, man. I'm hoping to get my hands on this game early and see how I like it. You know what I mean? Can't knock it till you try it. So see how I like it. Harsh says, I like Sony's cinematic approach to the games, makes you more involved and feels true. 100%, bro. Concord looks trash. Hey, man, you never know. Concord might be a sleeper, bro. You never know. You never know, man. You never know. Can't say it's trash until you try it, man. Plus, they're having a beta, you know, so gotta see what's up, man. I mean, it might not look like your cup of tea, but at the same time, I'm just saying. Oh, ex Call of Duty dev made it. Oh, okay, makes sense. Wait, well, are you talking about Concord, right? I said Foam Stars was supposed to be a sleeper. Hey, not everything is gonna be a sleeper though. Not because they say, not because they say, oh, this is gonna be a sleeper, or people think, you know, it could be a hit or a miss, man. You know, that's why Sony has to, you know, be careful, man, with these games, because you just never know. It says finally finishing Ghost of Tsushima was awesome, fam. Now I can wait until 2. I know, me too, man. I can't wait for 2, bro. Shout out to Jin Sakai. Shout outs to freaking Mr. Sakai. It says wishing there was a Days Gone too. Yeah, me too, man. Me too, man. Me too, bro. Me too. Yeah, man. Listen, bro. You can forget about Heavy Rain and those Life is Strange, Detroit Become Human. Yeah, we're not gonna get no more sequels to those games, man. Those games are like legendary classics, legendary classics at this point. All right, guys, we have 214 people watching. Can we at least get 200 likes? Come on, guys. We're at 156 right now. Come on, guys. I know we could do better than that. We have 214 people in here watching. Please get the likes up to at least 200 likes. Come on, guys. Please do that for me. Please do that for me. Please. I'm begging. Do that for me, please. Help out the stream, man. We put in that work today, man. Please hit that like button, guys. Come on, man. Come on. Don't do the show like that, bro. Help out the show, man. Help out the show. No, I saved them, Fahim. I saved them. We at 159. Come on, guys. Let's get on that train right now. Let's get to 200 likes. Hit the like button for me, guys. Subscribe to the channel. I appreciate all 200 plus of you guys hanging out with us. Come on, guys. Come on, man. Hit that like button, guys. Help out the stream, man. Listen, the more you guys hit the like button, guys, the more it helps the stream out. The show cannot survive without you guys not hitting that like button. Come on. How is Redfall? Man, I haven't touched Redfall in a long time, bro. We at 165. Come on, guys. Make that 170. Come on. I said, Marlon, did you talk about Sony? Yeah, I did. Yeah, that's crazy. I saw that. I was like, wow. I was actually kind of liking it, and then it's just like, whoa, gone now. All right, come on, guys. We're at 167. Can we get that? We're at 168. Come on, guys. Come on. Make that 170. Come on. It's over 30 of heat. Very hot in Canada. It's the same. Yeah. Oh, it's hot, bro. It's probably about close to 100 degrees over here. It's hot. It's like really, really hot. Really, really hot over here. It says, I'm expecting GTA 6 delay for Xbox. What do you think? I hope not, because that's going to piss a lot of people off. If GTA 6 get delayed for Xbox, they can't afford that, though, because they needed to sell. He said, Marlon, how are you doing today? Man, I'm at work, but just had to pop in and see. Oh, man, appreciate that, bro. Thank you so much. Man, we here, bro. We here, just hanging in there. We at 170. Guys, can we get that up? Can we get that up 10 more to 180? I know we can. Says, I love Detroit Become Human. Oh, man. Detroit Become Human, bro. I played that game from start to finish. One of the best games. Easily in my top 10. Sony games. Easily in my top 10. Heavy Rain. Detroit Become Human. Oh, man. There's so many games, bro. Man. SOCOM. Those are games I hold. Resistance. And you know what the beautiful thing is, bro? I can fire up my PS3 and I can relive those memories. That's the beautiful thing about retro gaming. If Sony don't want to do it, I'm going to do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting soon and very soon, I'm going to start doing some retro games on the channel, like where we play some old games and stuff. And, we're going to pick aside a date, a time. And I don't know. I might make it member focus at first. And then, we'll see, if you guys want the retro games, I'm just going to make it a members only thing at first. And then the more and more members we get, And if it's a popular stuff that you guys want to see, then we'll make it widespread for everybody. But yeah, man, I want to start doing some retro stuff on the channel, like some retro, PlayStation stuff and everything, because yeah, man, it's just, if Sony ain't going to do it. He said, any news about The Last Ronin? No. I mean, we haven't heard anything about The Last Ronin at all whatsoever. We're at 172, guys. Come on, man. Get the likes up. He says, can you do a barbecue stream? A barbecue stream? Nobody want to watch that. Yeah, got to stay true to what the channel is known for, man. Can't do no barbecue stream, boy. Maybe I could do like a barbecue video and send it to the members. or something like that. Maybe a members only thing, you know, maybe, but like a widespread thing, nah, nobody's going to want to watch that. It says, I prefer Heavy Rain, but Detroit, wow, yeah, Detroit was amazing, bro. Babes, have you played Detroit Become Human? You know what? I think she did beat that game. Babes, didn't you beat Detroit Become Human? I think you beat Detroit Become Human, if I'm not mistaken. I need to get her. I think I tried to get her to you say I loved it. I finished it. Yeah. There's another. I think I tried to get her in Heavy Rain and she did not like it. Yeah, it's Detroit Become Human, Heavy Rain, and there's another one that's similar to those games. I don't remember. I think it was Beyond Two Souls, but there was also another game too that I don't even remember if I got her into it. He said, "Laugh out loud, watching Marlon eating barbecue." Says, "I don't care for Heavy Rain 1 as much as Controlled." Oh, you didn't like the control, much like the controls. Oh, I got you. Yeah, the controls are a little bit of learning curve. Jason. All right, guys, we're at 174. Make sure you guys hit that like button for me, guys. He said, Marlon, Detroit Become Human was insane on PS4. The game was really good and great storytelling. And I remember there was more than one ending. Yeah. I think the wife, I might get her to play that again because I just love seeing her play certain games. I might get her to play that game again. When we first met, I think she beat it before we got the house. So yeah. Indigo Prophecy. Oh my God. Yeah, I think she would love that. She would love Indigo Prophecy, bro. No cap. She would love Indigo Prophecy. She would love Indigo Prophecy. I mean, I don't know. I think she would love Indigo Prophecy. Nah, babes, we got a chill night tonight. We got a chill night. We got a little surprise chill night tonight. We ain't got time for all that right now. I got a surprise night for us, okay? Let's just relax off of that right now. Oh, if someone's a jerk. Yeah. He says, why did Sony? I guess it wasn't doing so well, man. It wasn't doing so well. All right, guys, we're at 175. Can we get 180 likes on the show? Please hit that like button, guys. Get them likes up. Come on, guys. Get the likes up for us. Help out the stream. True Green Xbox. What's up, homie? Does it involve one? I mean, it can if you want. Man, there's a ton of streams of yours that I've been around here for literally hundreds. I already know. I already know. Dallas, what's up, bro? What's popping, bro? What's going on? Make sure you guys hit the like button for me, guys. Hit the likes. Get the likes up. We're at 176. Can I see if we could get 180 on the show? Come on, guys. Appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all so much for the love and for the support. In my closing, let's see if we can get over 200 likes. That's our requirement. That's our minimum requirements for each show, guys. Please share the stream. It's very vital. It's very critical for our community to continue to grow. This is why we ask, for a minimum of 200 likes, but we need to hit more than that. We actually need to do like 300-400 likes. So I appreciate you guys. Make sure you guys continue to hit the like button when the stream gets archived so other people can watch the streams. I appreciate you guys, man, for being here. Thank y'all for those of you who donated to our cause, for helping out the show and help out the show get better. Thank y'all for y'all time today. I don't want to hold y'all time up. I mean, we're pushing almost close to 3 hours now. So we're pushing past our threshold. So I don't want to keep y'all up all day, all night. I know y'all have families and time to spend with your families and loved ones and better things to do rather than listening to me talking to you guys. So I love y'all. Be blessed. Be easy. Enjoy your family. Enjoy the time that you spend with them. Hug somebody. Tell them you love them. Forgive somebody who you haven't forgiven. Blessings on you guys, man. And thank y'all for the love. And let's see if we can crack over 200 likes on the show today. I know we could do it. So love y'all. Be blessed. Be easy. And like I will continue to say, like the great Etika would say, please have yourself a doggone good one. I love y'all. Have a good one, guys. Peace. Let's see if we can get 200 likes on the show. Oh boy, I know y'all.
Time, do you know how many lines I done pent down, vibes I done sent out, but we ain't here to dig. I'll up the market till they come red carpet the kids. Success still the target, soon I'll be crossing that bridge, but can't bring everybody with me, family only. I got some people think I owe a favor, barely know me. That's why my focus on the road, it's all I know. I see them sticking close to play the wall and watch my growth, cause I got something they never had. So get on the beat and I need a helipad. I float on fly, you know where I'm from, so it comes as no surprise. I just out with a mean vernacular, dream spectacular. I keep a queen and passenger, FL capital Y. Anywhere I am, jam, that's for sure. Turn me on, better set the mood from the door. That's just how it go.
Glad I've been keeping it playing so long. Out here in this world, I feel it ain't a place that I could roam. But ain't nothing like you when I'm at home. It ain't nothing like you when I'm at home.
That's why I came out stepping. I can't be doing things regular for you. I want the magic to last. I know how time try and ruin things. It get repetitive, got you tempted to doing things. I can't get reckless without you, wouldn't be no music thing. Plus, remember, we made